From eerie encounters in your own home to mysterious creatures caught on camera, these clips will challenge what you know and make you question what's truly possible.
It's still moving! It's still moving, y'all! It's still moving!
There are few things more terrifying than realizing you're not alone, especially when it's inside your own home. It's creepy, like a stalker biding their time. This isn't just some random passerby. It's an old lady silently staring into the house. No knocking, no talking, just those eyes fixated on the window. You'd expect her to say something, maybe even ask for help, but she doesn't. Instead, she steps back and just stands there like this is completely normal. This is straight out of a horror movie. If you were in that house, what would you do? Personally, I'd be confronting or calling police just to be sure. Deep in the snow-covered woods of eastern Canada, something unsettling is happening. This sound isn't like anything you'd expect in the woods. It doesn't match any known animal. So what could it be? As the eerie noise echoes through the trees, it raises more questions than answers. Is something unknown lurking out there? Imagine being alone in those woods, snow crunching underfoot, and hearing that sound. Your mind would race. Is it a lost animal, a cryptid, or something else entirely? I'd be heading back to the car at top speed. There's something about small spaces and hidden eyes that sends a shiver down your spine. At first, it's just a door left slightly ajar with a narrow gap. Nothing unusual. But as the camera zooms in, something unsettling comes into focus. An eye staring right back through that tiny space. It's hard to tell what it belongs to, but it's clear as day. Here's where it gets really strange. The eye is positioned midway up the door, way too high for a child or baby to reach on their own, and it doesn't blink. The features are sharp, with dark pupils that seem to pierce through the screen. Could it be a doll's eye? Or is something more sinister going on? An unblinking eye staring at you through a gap in the door. If that doesn't give you the creeps, I don't know what will. I'd be freaking out and barricading that door, whatever it is. One thing's for sure, this eye isn't just watching, it's waiting. The real question is, what's it waiting for? Ever wondered what it would feel like to witness something that you just can't explain without invoking the paranormal?
Don't touch her. You don't have to touch her. No.
In this living room, something extraordinary is happening. The receiver of the landline phone isn't resting on the phone. It's floating. You see that? It's just hanging there as if held by some invisible hand. The woman's curiosity gets the best of her as she tries to get closer. But the one recording is smart though. She tells her friend not to touch it. She knows whatever's happening isn't natural. Then, just like that, the receiver drops onto the table, as if whatever was holding it decided to let go. What could cause something like this? A playful spirit, or something more ominous? Now, I don't know about you, but if I saw a phone floating in my living room, I'd be out of there in a flash. Moments like these make you question what's really going on in the spaces we consider safe. Thank God there is landline phone at my place. It would freak me out if I saw one now. What about you? Camping in the Amazon sounds like an adventure, But what if your worst nightmare decided to join you in the middle of the night?
Right now my tent is being dismantled by leafcutter ants. It's about 2 a.m. and I've been trying to sleep, and there's about 10 million leafcutter ants outside of this tent, and all they are doing is cutting leaf-sized holes out of my tent. They are carrying away the nylon into the night.
It's 2 in the morning, and this man is jolted awake by something he never expected. His tent, his only shield against the wild, is under attack. But not by the usual suspects. No, it's being taken apart by an army of leafcutter ants. He estimates there are around 10 million of them outside. Maybe an exaggeration, but it sure feels that way. These ants are tearing through what was once a secure shelter. With every new gap, the Amazon's wild inhabitants find their way inside. Imagine being trapped like this. It's pouring rain outside, and stepping out means getting eaten alive by mosquitoes or risking hypothermia. He's got 4 more hours until daylight, but with the tent falling apart and the jungle creeping in, those hours might feel like an eternity. This is the stuff of nightmares. A relentless invasion in the dead of night with nowhere to run. If you're thinking about camping in the Amazon, remember this story and maybe pack some extra layers of protection. You never know what might come knocking or biting. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Diving in open waters can be thrilling, but sometimes the ocean throws unexpected challenges your way. What you're about to see is enough to make your heart race. With the freighter passing inches above him, the diver has to stay calm and composed. He's struggling to make sure the ship doesn't slice or crush him. You can even see the powerful fans of the freighter churning the water just above. It sounds like an airplane is passing right over him. Calling this dangerous would be an understatement. Imagine the sheer panic of being in that situation, knowing that one wrong move could be disastrous. In the end, he manages to avoid getting hurt. But this close call is a stark reminder of the ocean's unpredictability. We often think of marine life as the main danger, but sometimes what's above the surface is just as terrifying. Earthquakes are nature's way of reminding us just how fragile our world can be. What you're about to witness is a powerful example of that terrifying force in action. The sheer unpredictability and lack of control would keep anyone on edge. The power of an earthquake isn't just in what it destroys, but in the unstoppable force that leaves nothing untouched in its path. It's hard to grasp the fear of an earthquake until you're in the middle of one. The ground that's always been reliable suddenly betrays you. Just think, what would you do if the very earth beneath you started to quake? Despite all our advancements, we're still at nature's mercy. And in Japan, the fear doesn't end there. What could follow is even more terrifying. This one shocked the hell out of me when I first saw it. The scene opens in complete darkness, with only the glow of an emergency flare light visible. It feels like the calm before something big happens. Suddenly, a silhouette with glowing eyes appears. At first, it looks like a large bird, maybe even a giant chicken. But then it turns its head, and something far more menacing begins to take shape. The creature moves, transforming right before our eyes. It's a scene straight out of a nightmare, but the most impressive part, it's all computer-generated imagery. At least I think so. Can you believe how far computer-generated imagery has come? This isn't just good, it's disturbingly convincing. We're living in a time where the line between reality and digital creation is getting blurrier by the day, and this clip is a perfect example of how easily we can be fooled. From now on, I might have to question the realness of every clip I see. New Zealand is known for its breathtaking landscapes, but sometimes nature has a way of showing its more extreme side. This is an intense hailstorm. The ground quickly starts to look as if it's covered by a blanket of white hailstones. Imagine being caught in that with nowhere to take shelter. Luckily, these people don't have that problem. And here's the twist. The people who posted the video claimed that just 30 minutes later, the storm cleared up and it was bright and sunny, as if nothing had happened. It's hard to wrap your head around how quickly weather can turn from one extreme to another. What could be causing such rapid shifts? Is it just a freak occurrence? Or is there something more going on with our climate? Whatever the reason might be, extreme weather like this is becoming more common. It's a warning of just how unpredictable and powerful nature can be. In a world full of unexpected moments, sometimes the most heartwarming scenes come from the unlikeliest places.
Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. You know, there's got to be 30 raccoons at least. I don't know where they all come from.
Look at this man, and look at those raccoons surrounding him. There are so many, it's hard to count. But there's no chaos, just patience as they wait their turn for food. Armed with 8 pounds of hot dogs, he feeds them one by one. Despite the cold weather and their hunger, these raccoons know not to rush. He doesn't know where they come from, but they show up every day knowing he'll have something to fill their bellies. With the cold making food scarce, they rely on his kindness to get through the tough days. It's amazing to see how a simple act of feeding can bring so much trust and order. The world needs more good men like him. People who care for all creatures, big or small, especially in times of need. Imagine watching a waterfall, expecting to see the water cascade down. But instead, you witness something extraordinary, an upside-down waterfall. On the Faroe Islands, the wind was so strong that it defied gravity, pushing the water upwards as it tried to fall into the ocean. The power of the wind was such that the water, instead of dropping down, was lifted back into the air, creating a surreal spectacle. And the fact that it was captured from a distance gives us a broader perspective, adding to the sense of wonder. It's moments like this that remind us there's still so much left to discover and appreciate, even from afar. When nature strikes, it often leaves little time to react. What you're about to see is a terrifying moment when a tsunami remnant wreaks havoc on a group of fishermen. On the rocky shores of Greenland, fishermen scramble to gather their belongings as water starts surging in. The remnants of a tsunami approaching, but the true force of the wave is still unknown. You can hear him take a deep breath, bracing for what's about to happen.
Hey,
But it's too late. He waited too long. Instead of running when he had the chance, he's now at the mercy of the rushing water. Imagine the fear and regret in that moment, knowing you should have started running earlier. The water's force is overwhelming, and as it crashes in, he gets swept away. It's a stark reminder of how quickly things can escalate in the face of nature's power. Hopefully, he's okay. But this close call is a powerful lesson. When nature warns you, don't hesitate. Sometimes there's no second chance. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. In a world full of mysteries, some sights are so strange they leave you questioning everything. What you're about to see is one of those moments. This video comes from an urban city, taken from a walk over a bridge overlooking fast-moving traffic. Amid the hustle and bustle, the camera focuses on something unusual. A small, strange light in the sky. As the camera zooms in, the light grows, taking on a vibrant blue hue. Then, it starts flashing and flickering, almost like a disco light show. But here's where it gets even weirder, doesn't it? Despite this bizarre sight, no one else seems to notice. The traffic below moves as if nothing strange is happening. It's like the person recording is the only one who sees it. Then, there's an abrupt cut in the video. No more flashing light, but the camera catches the silhouette of some kind of craft in the sky where the light was coming from. What could it be? Is this video real? Are we looking at an unknown flying object? What do you think? Is there other life out there watching us? This next video throws the last question wide open. Could there really be other life out there watching us? Here's a clip that might just make you wonder.
Mano! Cometa, nós vimos um cometa!
Que é isso? Olha aí!
Disco voador! É um disco voador!
In the night sky, something unusual was caught on camera. Something moving fast through the clouds. It doesn't look anything like the planes we know. There's no sound, no visible propulsion. Just a streak of movement that defies explanation. Some say it's a Starlink satellite, but here's the catch. It's flying too low to be a satellite. The way it zips through the sky, almost blending with the clouds, only adds to the mystery. It's moving quickly and silently. No engine noise, no blinking lights, and it looks like a rotating disc. Watch closely. Could this be a glimpse of advanced technology? Something not of this world? After seeing the number of unknown flying objects, clips out there, I'm convinced there's life beyond Earth, and it's advanced enough to reach us. What do you think? Some sightings leave you questioning what you just saw, and this short clip is one of those moments. This video comes from the Middle East. There's something black moving behind that compound wall. We only get a glimpse, barely noticeable, but enough to spark curiosity. It looks like something straight out of a movie. A creature that could easily be mistaken for a teen wolf. Completely black, covered in hair, and walking on 2 feet. I seriously don't think it was just a trick of the light. This seems much more mysterious. Imagine catching a glimpse of something like this in real life. Your mind races to make sense of it. Did we really see something supernatural? The fact that it moved so quickly suggests it didn't want to be seen. Almost like it was running to hide. I'm truly baffled. Or could this be staged? Was it someone in a costume? We can't rule that out. People do crazy things for views. So what do you think? A hoax, or did we witness something out of the ordinary? There's definitely more to this sighting than meets the eye. Ever seen something so bizarre that it feels like it's a strange glitch in the Matrix? This clip might just take you there. It's not like the car was abandoned decades ago, allowing the tree to slowly take over. No, this looks like it happened overnight, as if the tree just appeared, piercing right through the metal. It's probably some sort of art installation, right? But the tree looks so natural, and the car looks so real. It's not like the car was put together around the tree. Kudos to the people who put this together. They did a fantastic job. The number of people filming it tells you how convincing it looks. Now, the question is, what are they trying to say with this installation? If anyone knows where and what this is, let us know in the comments. This group of people is buzzing with excitement, eager to show something they've captured on a security camera.
But wait, John, it's about to break on its own. It's gonna break on its own.
You have to watch it until it breaks.
Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in this building, and nobody listens to me. I don't know if it's demons, I don't know if it's ghosts, but there is something in this building.
Because I'm telling you, like we've seen.
You can hear someone in the background whispering, "This is cursed." I bet it is. What the heck did we just see? It sure doesn't look like a freak accident. If it can do that to a stick, what else could it do? Throw stuff at you? Or maybe even throw you? Whatever the cause, if I knew something like that happened somewhere I frequent, I'd never go back. There surely are darker forces at work there. What do you think? Sometimes, a trail cam captures more than just the usual wildlife, and this image is one of those moments. In the darkness of the woods, something strange is caught on camera. What is this creature? Covered in dark matted fur and standing on two legs, it has an unsettling, almost humanoid shape. Its hunched posture and long limbs make it even more disturbing. This isn't just some kind of ape. Dare I say it, the dreaded B word. Could this be the definitive image of Bigfoot, the creature of legend that has fascinated and terrified for generations? For decades, people have searched for proof of Bigfoot's existence, with countless sightings and photos that leave more questions than answers. Is this image yet another piece of the puzzle? A glimpse of the unknown that neither confirms nor denies the legend? One thing's for sure, it will keep the mystery alive, fueling the debate of whether Bigfoot is real or just a myth. Some moments defy explanation and logic. What you're about to see might make you question what a soul is and what lies beyond our physical existence. The water is everywhere, and the fish are scattered across the floor, gasping for air. Was this just a freak accident, or could it be a sign from beyond? Maybe his ancestors trying to send a message. This raises serious questions. Is the soul real? And what happens to it after death? Can souls really interact with the physical world? If they can do this to a fish tank, what else could they do? Imagine what the soul of an evil person or a psychopath might do. It's scary to even think about. We live as if we've figured out life, but there's so much we don't know. Maybe ignorance really is bliss. Want to see what a creature straight from a nightmare looks like? This video, captured by Vietnamese fishermen, unveils a really unsettling creature. When you first see it, it's this huge alien-looking thing with a bunch of moving arms and a body that looks like a stack of tentacles. It's pretty massive, and all the tentacles seem to be doing their own thing.
Con này là con gì đây không biết luôn quý vị ơi.
Even though it's super eerie, the creature stays in one spot, and we're left wondering where its mouth is, or how it eats. Some people think the key to its functions is in the central base, while others suggest it might be a rare underwater plant, just chilling in the deep sea because of its weird structure. This video really makes you think about the mysteries of the ocean and the strange creatures that live there. What do you think about this creepy thing from the deep sea? This video, pulled from Facebook and quite an old one, takes us to a strange scene in the middle of nowhere, a drainage system standing alone. After a few seconds into the video, a head pops out from the drainage pipe, and things take a spooky turn. Upon closer inspection, the head bears a resemblance to what many people would describe as an alien. The alien-like creature peeks out for just a few seconds before the video abruptly ends, leaving us with a multitude of questions. Why was the person recording in the middle of nowhere, focusing on a drainage pipe? What on earth, or possibly not from Earth, was that alien-like being doing inside the drainage system? Now, some skeptics out there claim that the video is a result of computer-generated imagery. However, those who argue otherwise point to the seamless blending of the creature's skin texture with the background, making it challenging to believe it's computer-generated imagery. The mystery behind this odd encounter leaves us contemplating the possibilities of extraterrestrial visits, or perhaps just a well-executed, yet bizarre, video moment in the middle of nowhere. After witnessing albino versions of pandas, raccoons, and deer, it's time for an albino mountain goat to steal the spotlight. This video, coming all the way from Western North America, treats us to the sight of an albino mountain goat gracefully scaling a distant mountain. This majestic albino goat is a stunning sight, completely pure white and easily distinguishable from afar. Covered in thick, snowy fur, it exudes a unique and beautiful aura. Now you might be wondering, how can you tell an albino mountain goat apart from a regular white one? Well, albino mountain goats have pink noses and hooves, and their coats tend to be even whiter compared to their non-albino counterparts. In this particular video, although not crystal clear, a slight pinkish hue on the goat's hooves hints at its rare albino status. This video was captured at a zoo where a black bear steals the show by walking in an uncanny humanoid posture. The bear maintains a straight back, resembling the gait of a human. The person recording the video finds this weird walk amusing, bursting into laughter at the sight.
Oh, there you go. You're doing so good.
Remarkably, the bear appears comfortable with this walking style, suggesting it might be a familiar and routine behavior for the animal. The question arises, why would a bear adopt such a human-like walking stance? Bears may stand on their hind legs to gain a better vantage point, or to catch scents they cannot identify. In the video, it seems likely that the bear was either trying to reach something at a height or was intrigued by an unfamiliar scent that it was attempting to decipher. The scene, although interesting and humorous, raises curiosity about the bear's motives behind this unique behavior. I can't help but envision the bear adorned with a long coat and walking like that. Living in Florida? Better make sure you've got a pack of guard dogs, because you never know when something like this might go down. In a security camera video, we get a peek into a backyard where a couple of dogs are hanging out. But these dogs aren't chilling. They're visibly distressed and on high alert, barking aggressively at something just out of the frame. Out of nowhere, a hefty crocodile lunges at the dogs, but quick as lightning, they dodge the attack. This crocodile means business, looking pretty aggressive. But it surprisingly backs off after its initial attempt. The fearless dogs, not backing down, stand their ground, continuing to bark defiantly. And that's where the video leaves us hanging. Let's give credit where it's due. Those dogs were dangerously close to the crocodile, and if they hadn't reacted so swiftly, things could have taken a nasty turn. I have to say, kudos to these brave pups for holding their own and defending the house from an unexpected reptilian visitor. Take a look at this creature. Doesn't it resemble something you'd expect to encounter in a movie on another planet? This weirdly shaped creature is, in fact, a monkey slug caterpillar, and it often gets mistaken for a hairy spider, or sometimes even for a moldy leaf. The larva of this creature sports 6 hairy arms that curl out on either side of its body. Its extremely short alien-like tentacles serve as legs, and its prolegs act like suction cups, giving it a slug-like appearance when viewed belly side up. Watching this creature in action, with its minuscule legs and oddly long arms, is strangely mesmerizing. In some instances, a quick glance might lead someone to mistake it for a peculiar tarantula. Despite its appearance resembling a nightmare from another world, the monkey slug caterpillar is, in fact, relatively harmless. Scientists have tested the spider hairs for venom and found them to be innocuous. However, caution is still advised. My advice to you is to refrain from touching or grabbing this creature willingly, as individual sensitivities or allergies are variable and unpredictable. In the world, there are 2 kinds of people: those who have researched and believe in the existence of aliens, and others, like myself, who consider aliens to be nothing more than a product of human imagination. However, after encountering this video from the US Air Force, even skeptics like me might need to reconsider their stance. The footage captures the night sky, revealing an unidentified flying object gracefully soaring through the air. This object appears to resemble a spaceship, complete with a plate-like structure and a pilot cabin at its forefront. The video even includes close-up shots of the spaceship's cockpit, where 2 alien-like figures are observed piloting the craft. These beings bear an uncanny resemblance to the aliens commonly depicted in movies. Notably, the spaceship appears to be flying at a relatively low altitude, prompting speculation that, if genuine, it might be navigating Earth's surface. The image captured from the cockpit provides a fascinating glimpse of curious-looking aliens. Additionally, it's impressive that the US Air Force possesses cameras capable of zooming in to such an extent, capturing distant objects in the night sky. This eerie video originates from California, showcasing a family being stalked by an unusual ghostly entity. The footage, captured by a trail camera on their farmhouse, unfolds as the homeowner searches for something in the trunk of his car. Unbeknownst to him, a ghostly figure emerges from the woods in the background. This spectral figure takes on a humanoid shape and, as it passes behind the car, mysteriously bends down and disappears. The homeowner remains oblivious to the presence of this unsettling creature as he goes about his business. Encountering such a humanoid entity in the forest is undeniably chilling. What adds an extra layer of fear to this encounter is the unknown motives behind these creatures' actions. The lack of understanding about their intentions raises concerns, leaving us to wonder if their presence might not be entirely innocent. I am not sure about you, but I would not be hanging around that place anymore. If the previous video didn't already make you a believer in aliens, this one is likely to change your mind. From a security camera belonging to a local company, this video captures the nighttime sky with a large, bright, and strange orb stealing the spotlight. While initially resembling a brilliantly shining star, a closer zoom reveals its odd shape, resembling that of a spaceship. This radiant anomaly remains visible in the sky for an extended period, hovering over a specific area. The local residents have also witnessed this phenomenon, with numerous videos circulating, ruling out the possibility of a mere camera glitch or error.
Disappeared, and I monitored this camera for the rest of the night, and it never came back. So,
if this indeed turns out to be an alien spaceship, perhaps it's time for me to start considering the construction of a bunker for protection from a potential extraterrestrial invasion. Even though skunks are small creatures, they have the remarkable ability to scare off even the most formidable predators, as illustrated in this trail camera video featuring a skunk and a coyote. The footage captures the moment when the unsuspecting coyote approaches the skunk, only to be met with a fearless charge from the tiny skunk. Skunks are known to be feared by other animals due to their potent smell spray, which serves as a powerful defense mechanism. In the face of danger, the skunk releases this intense spray, capable of causing fainting in some animals and causing significant discomfort if it comes into contact with their eyes. This natural deterrent makes skunks formidable opponents, and even larger predators like the coyote are quick to retreat when faced with a skunk's defensive charge. Interestingly, the only creature that can successfully hunt a skunk is the owl, as they possess little to no sense of smell, providing them with a unique advantage in overcoming the skunk's potent defense. During a forest trip, a group of friends staying at a farmhouse had a chilling encounter with a mysterious creature emitting red light. Initially mistaken for a human with a flashlight, they soon realized it was an unfamiliar cryptid. Feeling a sense of danger, they hurriedly retreated inside the farmhouse. From within, they recorded the creature circling the house. This nightmarish entity had long legs and arms, reminiscent of a nightcrawler, but with an eerie twist, its eyes emitted lights. Despite its strange appearance, it was unnaturally large. The creature continued its rounds, and when it entered the house, the group, now trapped, turned off the lights to avoid detection. The atmosphere became reminiscent of a horror movie as the creature prowled the darkened space in search of its prey. While the video creates a spine-chilling narrative, the skepticism arises. The possibility of it being a computer-generated imagery or an entertainment video cannot be ruled out. Nonetheless, whatever its origin, the experience portrayed in the video is undeniably unsettling and evokes a sense of fear. In this weird video, the setting is a shallow mud pool, and something quite mysterious unfolds. A sizable creature emerges from the mud, rising up in a manner that defies our understanding of typical aquatic life. Its appearance is unlike anything familiar, diverging from known aquatic creatures. This enigmatic being, with a texture resembling a tree trunk, lacks distinct facial features. The video captures what seems to be the creature's head or a hump, reminiscent of a whale's back protruding from the mud pool. After a brief time, the creature retreats back into the mud, leaving viewers puzzled. The fact that this creature resides in a shallow mud pool, leaving us with more unknowns than answers. Maybe I got the whole thing wrong, so please let me know what you think. This video hails from Manitoba, showcasing a rare glimpse that many would identify as the legendary Bigfoot. The footage unfolds as a Jeep driver navigates a secluded forest trail, surrounded by dense woods As the camera pans to the side, a striking sight comes into view. A large, black, hairy creature standing along the trail. This towering and humanoid figure, covered in thick black fur resembling a gorilla, quickly catches the attention of the camera. The creature, seemingly aware of being observed, swiftly disappears into the woods. The combination of its imposing height and gorilla-like face strongly suggests a resemblance to the elusive Bigfoot. What adds an extra layer of eeriness to the video is the unknown motive behind this hefty creature's presence. It stood silently on the trail's edge, leaving us to speculate about its intentions. Was it waiting for something, perhaps a lone hiker on foot with unclear and potentially ominous motives? One of the most frightening forces of nature is the wind, and it can instill fear in various forms, with tornadoes being among the most terrifying. Recorded in 2022, this video provides a close-up look at a tornado passing through Andover. The footage is captured by a school surveillance camera, offering a view of the school parking lot with heavy winds swirling around. As the wind gains strength, wooden debris from nearby structures is swept into its path. After a few moments, the source of this wind, a large tornado, emerges in the frame, intensifying the already powerful wind. The video, taken from multiple school cameras, reveals different perspectives of the destruction caused by the tornado. The most unsettling view comes from the cafeteria security camera, where the tornado passes by. Wooden benches inside are drawn towards the glass windows, and chaos ensues as everything is tossed around. The tornado's force is so strong that the glass windows shatter completely. Witnessing the destruction caused by the tornado at such close range is genuinely alarming, and one can't help but imagine the potential devastation it could have caused to human life if someone had been present or if the school had been open during the event. Back in the day, a video made its rounds on Facebook, sparking intrigue even among experts and staunch Bigfoot deniers. The low-quality footage unveils a jungle setting with dense bushes, and amidst them, a black, gorilla-like creature casually strolls at a distance. While resembling a primitive figure from afar, its posture and humanoid walk raise eyebrows. This creature stands impressively tall, possibly reaching 7 to 8 feet, and its manner of walking suggests a humanoid gait. The video captures the alleged Bigfoot creature drinking water from a river, and even in this activity, its actions appear surprisingly human-like. The wildlife photographer who filmed this footage insisted it was the elusive Bigfoot. The video's legitimacy seems plausible, given its age and the creature's seamless integration with the environment, ruling out suspicions of computer-generated imagery. However, I am a bit skeptical considering the possibility of someone donning a Bigfoot suit. What are your thoughts on this intriguing footage? Want to see a creature straight out of a science fiction flick? Look no further than this video, recorded by a fisherman who stumbled upon a truly bizarre specimen caught in his nets. At first glance, the creature appears snake-like, but as the camera zooms in on its wet and gooey body, a weird detail emerges. Tiny legs covering its entire length, moving rapidly. This creature boasts a lengthy, snake-like body adorned with countless tiny legs, giving it an uncanny appearance. What's more, the creature seems to lack a discernible face, and its coiled position obscures the beginning of its body. It's almost as if it's a fusion of a snake and a centipede. The way its body jiggles as those minuscule legs propel it forward is both disgusting and eerie. While there could be a rational explanation, perhaps attributing it to a rare or mutated centipede, The video leaves room for the imagination to consider the possibility that this creature might be something utterly alien and grotesque from another world. Trail cameras offer a fascinating glimpse into the depths of the woods, capturing scenes we wouldn't be able to witness firsthand. A recent video from a trail camera in the Canadian woods introduces us to a newfound creature casually strolling through the forest. This creature, as seen in the footage, appears to be a unique blend of a dog and a beaver, sporting a hybrid face and a tail that reflects both characteristics. Examining its color and body structure, research reveals that this intriguing creature is actually a known species called the bush dog. It turns out that this creature is not a mysterious hybrid, but a member of a species native to Central and South America. In Brazil, it goes by the name Cachorro vinagre, which translates to vinegar dog. I need to tell you that a sight of these bush dogs is very, very rare. People do not often get to see one. The video captures a moment when this bush dog is accompanied by its companions, offering a rare and delightful glimpse into the natural behavior of these creatures as they traverse the wilderness. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Recorded in 2007, this clip was uploaded by two mountaineers who were left wondering about what they had just captured on camera. They had been wandering through the snow when something strange occurred. They spotted a living, moving creature in the middle of nowhere, in a place where the two humans present were barely breathing due to the high altitude in the mountains of Nepal. This creature was navigating the snow as if it was no big deal. It looked like another human being. However, you quickly spot the distinct features, like being covered entirely in fur and being a lot more massive. Towering above the altitude, it couldn't possibly be a local. The creature was massive and completely covered in thick black fur, which confused the climbers. If it wasn't human, the only logical explanation they could think of was that it might be a yeti. Even to this day, people have proposed various theories about the creature, but not a single one has been proven, leaving the mystery unsolved. Could these mysterious creatures inhabit the mountains of Nepal? I am very keen on believing that these creatures exist somewhere in the world, and they are relatives of the known Bigfoot, more accustomed to these snowy landscapes. Imagine deciding to cross a lake, not considering the worst-case scenario. Unbeknownst to you, the worst-case scenario may be lurking still in the water, waiting for one wrong move. This is precisely what could have happened to a man if he hadn't been wearing polarized glasses. Before stepping into the water, he decided to put them on, and what he saw sent shivers down his spine. A giant alligator was peacefully floating under the water, waiting for prey to approach. Just look at the terrifying difference with or without polarized glasses. Without them, you'd have no chance to know that something deadly is waiting there. My advice to you all is to always take a pair of polarized glasses with you if you head out somewhere you know crocs or alligators are present. I have to warn anyone who enjoys playing with a strong laser pointers outside. This can get you into trouble, especially if you point it up in the sky at some passing aircraft. Take a look at this video of this incredibly smart guy who decided to point his strong laser at a passing aircraft, and not just a random aircraft, a military plane. I can't say for sure whether this is the camera from an AC-130 or other aircraft, but this is for sure the military, as we can understand from the audio.
SAC, Air 21.
Air 21, go ahead.
Yeah, two things. UTL on the gun, and right now we're getting hit pretty good with a green laser.
11290 Charles, around to CJ. Air 21, copy UTL on the gun.
Just look at how persistent this guy is in being annoying. The funny thing is that this guy gets what he deserves. As the aircraft notices authorities about this incident, and we can immediately see the consequences. Police cars quickly arrive at his house and arrest him. So remember folks, don't mess outside with strong light, especially if you point them to the sky.
Right on, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
433, go ahead.
It's not always that you get to see the scariest sides of nature when you are near the woods, especially at night. Sometimes nature makes sure you witness the raw beauty and the most intense moments as well. For instance, take this guy who was driving through the woods late at night and saw something unusual. A few bears appearing right in front of him. A terrifying sight we can all agree we would want to avoid. It wasn't until he was close to them that he realized he was witnessing a mother bear doing its best to keep the cubs happy. When the cub got too tired to walk, the mama bear had it cling to its back while the family walked towards their home. I have to say that, even if dangerous, I would have loved to see that myself. It looks heartwarming. The clip itself is raw, natural, and shows the most caring part of Mother Nature that we rarely get to see these days. Unlike the last clip, this shows the creepy side of nature, which is just as rare as the most raw and vulnerable side. Shadows and secrets lurk everywhere, but sometimes they come out of hiding and make sudden appearances in front of humans, as if warning them and alerting them to their existence. Something like that happened in this clip, where a man ended up recording something so weird that he could not believe his own eyes. To see what others think, he uploaded it on the internet. But other people remain just as confused as him. The creature in the clip looked scary, and there is no doubt in that. But it was so unusual that no one could even make out his face. I am not sure how and where this was recorded, given the quality is bad, but the creature looks like a deformed human. Is this the infamous rake, or something completely different? I can't tell, but do let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. If you ever think that you are only in danger while wandering in the woods and completely safe when you are near your home where hundreds of other humans remain living nearby, then you are wrong. This clip will show you exactly why. This man was casually walking around his neighborhood, checking his phone, and perhaps thinking, what could even go wrong here? But the wild bear nearby knew exactly what it was going to do. The man spotted what was coming, and somehow had the courage in him to stay put instead of running. We can immediately spot the bear, running a bit in circle, and then going straight for the man. Thankfully, however, this time the man's luck was working, and the bear had to let go of him after struggling to get a better grip for some time. Car in the back helped a lot as well, as the bear got scared when the strong headlights hit it. Fortunately, this guy's luck was working that day, or it could have ended in the worst possible ways. Recorded a couple of years ago, this video went viral as it hit the internet. The family was enjoying some time together by the lake when they saw something scary. Captured on the camera, it was clear that what they saw was nothing other than a Bigfoot. However, since they could not come to a conclusion by themselves, they uploaded it just so they could see what others think about it. And not to their surprise, every single person pointed in only one direction. The creature was massive. It had a posture and walked like humans, but it was not a human, unless of course someone was pulling a prank. But if we take the possibility of it being real, the whole scenario turns into a dark one, as this family might have been in danger. But I do have to put up a question. Why are they avoiding humans? Is there more to the story, or are we missing some information? They say pets can see and save you from the things you normally are not able to see. I used to think of it as a joke until I saw this clip. This girl was peacefully sitting in her room, scrolling on Instagram like we all do, when she noticed her dog acting weird. The dog had its eyes fixated on one point. However, when the girl moved the camera towards the direction the dog was looking at, there was nothing to see. The staring thing could have been tolerated, but then the dog started growling in a creepy way, all the time looking at the same point. For minutes straight, the dog was just staring there, as if trying to warn someone to stay away. What was it that the dog was seeing? Was it really a ghost or something else? To me personally, it does look like the dog was seeing some paranormal entity. I would trust him and get out of there for now. The ocean has never been explored completely. More than half of it remains unexplored till today. And that is the main reason it is way scarier and more unpredictable than any of us can imagine. Take this clip for instance. These guys were having fun on the beach. Everything was normal until one of them noticed something weird between the waves. Not overcoming the curiosity, the men had to go and see exactly what it was that they were seeing. To their surprise, it was not a sea monster or a shark, but a huge lobster. Not a normal size, but so massive that it took 4 of them to carry it out of the waves. The lobster looked very real except for the fact that it was not moving at all. And this is the point where we can think that it could be fake. Maybe someone put a huge statue of a lobster there to freak others out. If this was the case, then that person did succeed in their intentions. I hope it is just a prop, because otherwise this means that such insanely large creatures might roam the seas. Fishing can be nice and peaceful until your luck stops working and you get dragged into trouble you never even imagined. This is exactly what happened to this guy who was enjoying his fishing spree when he realized he caught something. Excited about it, he started reeling it back when it hit him. It was not just a catch, but a big and heavy one. The more he reeled it back, the more excited he got. However, it wasn't until the catch was right on the surface of the water that he knew he had messed it all up.
Oh! Look at that little rod now, boy!
Smack me in the face!
It wasn't a fish that he caught, but the whole gator. Thankfully, all the beast wanted was to get rid of the hook and not the humans. I am glad they got that on video. I don't think you'd want to take a picture pose with that catch.
Let's see what this boy looks like. We're about to see him.
The unpredictability of nature can be frightening, especially when you are enjoying your life, and it hits you hard. Something like this happened to 2 guys who were busy cycling in the field, enjoying their lives when something totally unexpected happened. The guy fell off his bike, and even the antelope fell on the other side, but it took a second for the animal to run away, questioning its life choices. It did not look like the hit was intentional. A total accident, but it probably affected the man more since he fell so badly. The only conclusion I can make here is to keep your eyes open and be careful of the surroundings while doing anything. I hope he's okay now. It did look like a pretty severe hit. Now that we are talking about the scary sides of nature, there is no way we can miss out on this clip. Uploaded on YouTube a couple of years ago, this clip had everyone in shock as they watched it. The video shows a peaceful scene at first, but soon we see a weird shift in the whole scenario. What appeared to be covered completely in water suddenly starts rising, as if the ground was trying to breathe for the first time in years. It continued for a minute as the earth rose above the water level until it had breathed enough air. The reasons behind this happening remain unknown, varying from landslides, volcanic eruptions, or something completely different and unknown to us. If any one of you has any idea what happened here, please let me know. Just as I mentioned before, the ocean is way scarier than we can think. It has mysteries lying deep beneath the surface that we might never know about. Every day something weird is captured by cameras all around the world that gives us a new perspective about the ocean. Take this clip, for instance. The guy was just wandering around when he noticed something weird floating in the water. It looked like a trunk. Intrigued, he took his camera out and started recording. The thing looked like it was attached to something that was moving under the water, but remained completely hidden, so I can't tell what it could be. According to the man himself, there was a big possibility that it was a sea monster, and the thing could be a part of its body aimed to lure people into the trap. Even though it sounds like something out of a movie, there is no other explanation I can come up with. Do let me know if you guys have anything else in mind. This picture was taken in 2015 when a mysterious creature was found on the banks of a river near the town of Sosnovyy Bor, Russia, which was built in the 1950s to serve the Leningrad nuclear power plant. Its elongated body, claw feet, and mysterious skull have gotten alien hunters excited at what could be evidence of life on other planets. Either that or it's a mutant chicken embryo, which is what experts first thought it might have been. However, some believe that if it is a corpse, it isn't from any known animal on the planet. To be fair, the body does look a bit like the aliens from movies. Though what it was doing, poking around a nuclear power plant in the middle of Russia, is anyone's guess. I personally lean to the idea that the nuclear waste might have affected some animals in the area, giving rise to this abomination. Mutations can be way scarier than anyone can ever think. These mutations, which were very rare before, have been happening quite often these days, especially in India, where every other day we see, for some unknown reason, a case of cows or goats with weird mutations being born. This clip shows a glimpse into one of such cases. This cow gave birth to a calf, but unfortunately, it was not born normal. It had 2 heads instead of a normal one. The survival of the calf in these kinds of cases is very rare. Hardly any of these have survived for months, let alone years. But that won't stop the mother from caring for what she has just given birth to. We can only hope these things stop and someone finds a better solution to this problem, which appears to be increasing with every passing day. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Safari trips can be very exciting, but only if you are as careful as necessary. Otherwise, it might take a second for the fun to end and chaos to start. Something like that happened to this family who got too close for comfort with bears, thinking they would be as friendly as in Disney movies. However, reality hit them when one of the bears decided to pay a closer visit and opened the car's door. The kids in the back started screaming, and the man tried to close the door back as soon as he could, while the bear just stood there wondering what had suddenly happened to such friendly, happy humans. Thankfully, the bear was not in the mood for violence, and it perhaps got scared of the screams too. It would not be wrong to say that there was a big possibility that things could have ended in the worst possible ways. Remember people, always keep your car doors locked when encountering wild animals. You'd be surprised how intelligent they are. Natural phenomena can be beautiful when we talk about rains and thunderstorms, but they can become scary and destructive when we shift towards earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. This clip shows one part of the scary natural phenomena, volcanic eruptions. It not only has the power to burn anyone near it alive, but the effects are so vast that even complete forests stretching for hundreds of miles can be destroyed in a matter of hours, as shown in this video recorded a few years ago. We can see the way lava is flowing, completely destroying everything and anything it touches on its way. I for sure would not want to find myself anywhere near that place. This video serves as a reminder to never underestimate the cunning of wild animals, as they might just outsmart us. This video was captured by, well, you can say a monkey. The footage begins with a tourist innocently setting his camera on a bench before turning his attention to feeding the monkeys in the background. Little does he know, a sneaky monkey seizes the opportunity and snatches the camera, making a swift getaway, despite the tourists' efforts to chase the thief down. The monkey proves to be too nimble. Eventually, the monkey sets the camera down and proceeds to dismantle it, much to the horror of the helpless tourist who watches his expensive gadget being destroyed before his eyes. The monkey, seemingly satisfied with its handiwork, inspects the camera briefly before abruptly ending the recording. It's a bizarre yet strangely captivating spectacle, showcasing the unexpected antics of wildlife, and it serves as a valuable lesson for all tourists. Always secure your belongings, perhaps with a protective band tied securely around your arm, to prevent such incidents from happening again. Taking it back to 2020, this video showcases a truly strange phenomenon unfolding in the skies, leaving many to wonder if it had godly origins. Hailing from Florida, the footage was captured by a driver who noticed a strange, luminous object emerging from behind the clouds. It moved across the sky as if someone were wielding a giant flashlight, casting an ethereal glow. The sight persisted for over a minute before the video abruptly ended. It's a scene reminiscent of something out of a fantasy game, as if the heavens were sending us a rare quest or message. While some may interpret it as a sign from a higher power, a more grounded explanation could be at play. It's possible that sunlight filtering through unusual cloud formations is causing this luminous display, though we lack concrete proof. If you've encountered this strange phenomenon or have insights to share, feel free to drop a comment below and join the discussion. Some people out there believe in the existence of aliens, claiming they might be lurking beneath the sea disguised as aquatic beings. I've always been skeptical, but videos like this one really make me question my doubts. In this footage from Kiowa Island, South Carolina, we witness a bizarre moment captured by a group of fishermen on their fishing expedition. As one of them records, another showcases a truly bizarre fish they've just reeled in. This fish is unlike anything they've encountered before, sporting a peculiar mouth like opening below its original head. Its body length and features are also far from the norm, but it's that unusual mouth that gives it an otherworldly appearance. With its gooey texture and an oddly shaped tail, it wouldn't be out of place in a sci-fi movie featuring extraterrestrial creatures. While it's possible that this fish is the product of some genetic mutation, mutations can sometimes yield eerie and unsettling results like this one. Now, the real question remains: will the fishermen decide to sell this mysterious catch at the market? Or will they make it disappear, never to be seen again? A trail camera set up to study the deer population in the Canadian woods captured a strange sight that has left researchers with more questions than answers. In the footage, recorded at night, the trail camera captures the tranquil beauty of the forest. However, suddenly there is a movement in the distant darkness, accompanied by a sudden burst of bright light. The deer grazing in the vicinity become startled by the passing of this mysterious entity and become more alert. Upon closer inspection of the footage, it becomes apparent that something out of the ordinary is afoot. Zooming in reveals the presence of a ghostly figure, seemingly carrying a light source, possibly a lantern, as it moves through the woods. Though the sighting is fleeting, it leaves an indelible impression on both the camera and the deer. Also, unlike some videos that could be attributed to computer-generated imagery, the genuine reaction of the deer adds credibility to the sighting. Incidents like these make me hesitant to venture into the forest for pending adventures, as the unknown can be both fascinating and unsettling. Ever wondered how animals deal with things stuck in hard-to-reach places? Well, this amazing video from Sri Lanka sheds light on their resourcefulness. In the footage, a majestic elephant is captured cleaning its toes using a stick. Despite its massive size, the elephant effortlessly handles the thin stick with its trunk, skillfully maneuvering it to clean between its toes. It's a testament to the intelligence of animals like elephants, who ingeniously use resources found in their environment to maintain hygiene. These animals exhibit remarkable problem-solving skills, teaching themselves techniques like using sticks for grooming and utilizing their trunks for various tasks, such as showering. However, while their intelligence is a marvel, it's disheartening to note that elephants are often subjected to captivity and exploitation, forced to perform in circuses or used as beasts of burden in Sri Lanka and beyond. Humans have this strange tendency not to back away from danger unless it's right about to hit them. This video perfectly illustrates that, where a group of people stands behind a fence, gazing at the surging sea with massive and furious waves. The waves are already dangerously high, but these folks seem to be ignoring the potential risks, just enjoying the spectacle. Suddenly, the worst unfolds as the towering waves come crashing, surpassing the fence. As the waves breach the barrier, they start taking everything in their path. Many people get swept away, and then the video abruptly ends. Watching this video only intensifies my fear of the ocean and water. Still, I can't help but be puzzled about why these individuals didn't realize the abnormality of those towering waves and seek safety. The way humans sometimes approach danger leaves me utterly confused. Ever felt like someone's watching you while walking alone? Well, this hiker experienced just that and decided to record what he sensed. In a forest, he felt eyes fixated on him, prompting him to open his camera. What he captured was a black figure peering directly at him from behind a tree. This mysterious being was stalking the hiker, completely unaware of being spotted. The creature, like others we have seen in previous clips, appeared quite humanoid and was covered in thick black fur. To me, it resembled a Bigfoot, but it's hard to say for sure since the video was recorded from a distance, making the facial features less visible. What are your thoughts on this stalking creature? Could it be a Bigfoot? Or might it be something even more terrifying? The video leaves us with a sense of mystery and intrigue about what lurks in the depths of the forest. While on a forest road trip in California, a family encountered an eerie sight captured in front of their car's headlights. As they traversed a desolate forest road, the camera revealed a massive, hairy creature staring directly at them from the dark woods. The creature, covered in thick black fur, exhibited a humanoid posture and body frame. The eerie aspect of the clip lay in the mysterious identity of this creature, which seemed to be patiently waiting in the woods, creating a chilling atmosphere, as if anticipating someone's arrival to carry out its unknown intentions. It is advisable to keep driving in such situations unless faced with an extreme emergency to avoid potential encounters with such unsettling entities. Warning: do not attempt to replicate any actions seen in this video. The footage captured by a hiker in Russia depicts the hiker encountering a bear while exploring the forest. The bear was minding its own business when the audacious hiker approached and kicked it in the back. In response, the bear, initially startled, realized the source of the kick and aggressively charged towards the hiker. Emitting menacing growls and unsettling attack yells, the bear attacked the hiker for a few seconds. The hiker dropped the camera during the attack, but eventually returned to retrieve it, uploading the video later. Despite the scare, the hiker emerged unharmed. This video serves as a stark reminder of the importance of not interfering with nature, especially when dealing with formidable creatures like bears. The Amazon rainforest serves as a captivating habitat for a variety of amazing and rare creatures, and the tourists' capture highlighted one such extraordinary moment. The video taken during an Amazon rainforest tour depicts a massive anaconda gracefully swimming in a swampy lake. The rare spectacle unfolded with the snake positioned directly beneath the tourist's boat. And witnessing this, I couldn't help but feel concerned about their safety, considering an anaconda could easily climb on board. Also, the sheer size and capabilities of these formidable creatures add a chilling factor to the encounter. Although anacondas are common in the Amazon, they can reach an impressive length of up to 30 feet and weigh up to 550 pounds. To put this into perspective, the snake's length is comparable to about 5 kids lying head to foot. The people on the boat were pretty lucky that the snake wasn't in the mood for playing with them, because if it were, this video could have ended in a much more gruesome way. There's a valid reason behind the advice to stay aware of your surroundings while texting outside, and this video serves as a stark illustration. Captured from a news channel helicopter, the footage reveals a massive bear roaming casually through a neighborhood. The bear appears calm, likely in search of food. Meanwhile, a person engrossed in texting walks towards the bear from a nearby alley, completely oblivious to the unfolding situation. As the bear notices the approaching individual, it begins to move closer. The man, still absorbed in his phone, suddenly glances up to find the colossal bear in front of him, shocking him to the core. Fortunately, the bear wasn't in a pursuit mode and left the man unharmed. The incident serves as a chilling reminder of the potential dangers when distracted by texting, emphasizing the importance of staying alert in outdoor environments. I was torn between adopting a dog or a cat as a pet, but after watching this video, my decision became clear. The footage from the YouTube channel MlzmLndmCIA features a courageous dog defending its owner from a massive brown bear. The bear appears to be charging towards the owner, but the dog stands firm, barking at the bear. The bear, seemingly intimidated by the determined dog, hesitates in its attack and is unable to proceed. The dog continues to hold its ground, barking incessantly and keeping the bear at bay. Eventually, realizing the dog won't back down, the bear retreats into the forest. The dog then returns to its owner, who praises and pets it for its bravery. This video vividly showcases the bravery of canines, highlighting their worth as protective companions, especially if you're looking for a vigilant guardian for your children. There are 2 types of people in the world: those who believe in aliens and those who have never encountered one. If you fall into the latter category, this video might just flip your perspective 180 degrees. Hailing from the Acadian woods in Canada, the footage captures a strange creature that locals have stumbled upon. The scene unfolds with a stone structure in the woods, on which an unusual alien-like creature is perched. The creature's body resembles that of a grasshopper, while its head evokes the imagery of extraterrestrials from movies, emitting eerie and unsettling noises. This creature has the potential to haunt your nightmares for years. Despite being recorded by vigilant onlookers, the creature doesn't appear agitated or aggressive. It remains calmly seated until the end of the video. The mystery surrounding this cryptid creature deepens, as its characteristics defy any known references. If you have information about this unsettling entity, feel free to share in the comments and enlighten others about its identity. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. If the previous videos have left you unsettled and weirded out, take a chill pill and enjoy this heartwarming dolphin encounter with a fisherman. In this video, captured by a fisherman, a dolphin is seen swimming playfully beneath the boat. The dolphin appears incredibly friendly, as if it is extending a welcoming gesture to the fisherman in the deep, dark water. The excited dolphin even splashes water through its blowhole, a typical behavior indicating friendliness and excitement. Dolphins often engage in such behavior to demonstrate their amicability. Additionally, the waves generated by the boat might be contributing to the dolphin's playful interaction, allowing it to conserve energy while enjoying a free ride. Another possibility is that the dolphin has been previously fed by a boat and now anticipates a similar experience with the fisherman. Dolls, especially the old ones, and this video perfectly illustrates why. The footage is from an unknown person who seems to be inside a dimly lit house. There is also an eerie laughter echoing in the background. And there is a mysterious figure standing in the distance. The cameraman, feeling a bit uneasy, bravely decides to investigate the source of the laughter and cautiously approaches the figure. As he gets closer, it turns out that the mysterious figure was just a doll. However, the laughter persists, and upon closer inspection, two hands become visible behind the doll. Startled, the cameraman quickly checks behind the doll, only to find no one there. Ready to leave, he notices something even more chilling. The doll's pupils move on their own. Frightened, the cameraman makes a swift escape. This video is pretty chilling, and it is reinforcing my fear of dolls being potential hosts for spirits and ghosts. This video has some viewers on edge. It features two friends who were home alone when they heard an unsettling hissing sound coming from their kitchen window. Curious and a little spooked, they peeked through the window and got a real shock.
Your window. He's coming in the house.
They saw a strange creature, seemingly a mix of dog and human features, peering back at them. One of the friends, understandably terrified, screamed and ran. The video ends abruptly after that. Upon slowing down and pausing the footage, some viewers claim the creature resembles the legendary Michigan Dogman. This creature is said to be a tall, bipedal creature with dog-like features and glowing eyes. Whether it was the Michigan Dogman or something else entirely, the video certainly captures a scary and bizarre encounter. It's important to remember that such encounters are extremely rare and often lack concrete evidence. It's also important to be cautious when encountering unfamiliar situations. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, the safest course of action is to leave the area immediately and seek help from the authorities. In this video, a man is paddleboarding in the ocean when he suddenly encounters an orca, also known as a killer whale, approaching his board. Understandably alarmed, he reacts instinctively. The video captures him cursing in surprise and fear as he uses his paddle to defensively hit the orca.
Oh you! Get the fuck, don't fucking bite your board, you cunt!
In response to his actions, the orca eventually turns away and swims off. I am honestly amused by his reaction to meeting an orca so close, especially how dangerous these creatures can be. Orcas are intelligent, powerful creatures, known for their curiosity, which can sometimes bring them close to human activities in the water. While they are generally not known to attack humans, such close encounters can be dangerous. It's fortunate that the situation was resolved without harm to either the man or the orca. In this video, a group of men are filming in the jungle, surrounded by the dense foliage and sounds of the wilderness. Suddenly, their adventure takes an unexpected turn. A gorilla, one of the jungle's most formidable inhabitants, emerges and approaches them. In a surprising and somewhat alarming move, the gorilla grabs one of the men by the foot and starts dragging him for a short distance before letting go. I have to say that the behavior this gorilla showed was very unusual, as these creatures typically avoid close human contact. From my perspective, this incident, while startling, is a reminder of the importance of respecting wildlife and their space, especially in their natural habitats. It's fortunate that the situation didn't escalate and the man was unharmed. Such encounters underscore the need for caution and awareness when in the presence of wild animals. This intriguing video comes from a trail camera positioned in a snowy winter woodland. All seems quiet and calm for a while. Suddenly, the tranquility is broken by the appearance of a large creature with wild brown hair walking on 2 feet. It moves with a deliberate humanoid gait, passing right in front of the camera. The creature closely resembles the legendary Bigfoot. The sight of such a creature in this wintry forest landscape is both captivating and bewildering. It raises the question, could this actually be the elusive Bigfoot often spoken of, but rarely seen? I have to say that the quality of the video is very poor, so I can't make out any features or details. The only thing I can see clearly is its walking, which looks very human. In this unusual video, captured by a surveillance camera, we witness a bear breaking into a house's kitchen. The camera shows the bear skillfully navigating the kitchen, heading straight for the fridge. With remarkable ease, it opens the fridge and rummages through, eventually grabbing a bag of food. Then, the bear makes its exit as casually as it entered, climbing out of the window with its newfound snack. The video switches to an outdoor surveillance camera, which captures the bear retreating back to the woods, bag of food in tow. I have to say that while it's fascinating to see a bear so comfortably navigating a human environment, this is no innocent event. Things can turn out really nasty if an encounter happens. In this intriguing video, people are filming from a bridge, capturing the serene scene of water below, illuminated by the lights reflecting from nearby restaurants. The atmosphere is calm until something unexpected and astonishing happens.
That is exactly how it happens. Oh, here it comes.
From beneath the bridge emerges a massive, strange-looking creature crossing the water. It's notable for its unusual shape and a particularly elongated neck. Unlike any typical aquatic animal, the creature's appearance in the water is so unusual, and I'm not sure what this is. It might be a seal that comes very close, and from the weird lighting, it makes it look like it has an elongated neck. Do you agree? In this video, a man ventures into the woods at night, his only source of light being a flashlight. The darkness adds a sense of mystery to his surroundings. As he walks, he films his journey, capturing the eerie quiet of the nocturnal forest. When he points his camera towards a tree, an unexpected sight appears. A humanoid creature, partially hidden behind the tree, seems to be watching him. Combining it with where they are and at what time makes it a truly nightmare story. Is it a person? Perhaps another night wanderer that tried to scare them with a costume? Or something more mysterious and unexplained? Could it be the rake, considering making these guys one of its snacks? This video, filmed by a woman at the zoo, captures a delightful interaction between a man and a monkey. The man, seated on a bench and separated from the monkey by a window, decides to perform a simple magic trick. He shows the monkey a cup with a grape inside, then covers the cup and pretends to shake it, secretly dropping the grape onto the floor. When he reveals the now empty cup to the monkey, the reaction is priceless. I don't know about you, but to me this charming moment is a wonderful example of the intelligence and emotional capacity of monkeys. In this video, a kid is snorkeling in the crystal clear waters of the Bahamas, capturing the vibrant corals and colorful fish with his camera. However, the serene exploration takes a sudden turn when a shark enters the frame. The shark, known for its curiosity, spots the kid and approaches him. In a moment that requires quick thinking, the kid uses his presence of mind to defend himself. With a spear in hand, he skillfully redirects the shark, preventing a potentially dangerous situation. The shark swims away, leaving the kid unharmed, but surely with an adrenaline-filled memory. I can't state enough just how brave this kid was, at his age, to have an encounter with such a predator and keep your calm is amazing. I am not sure I would have been able to do the same. In this intriguing video, somewhere out in Russia, a man is out in the woods during the day with his kid, enjoying the natural surroundings. While filming their adventure, he unexpectedly captures something remarkable on camera. Behind the trees, a large, hairy creature can be seen running. It's huge and notably runs on 2 feet, bearing a striking resemblance to what many people would identify as Bigfoot or a really giant rake. The creature's size and bipedal movement are particularly noteworthy. They are human-like sprints, but also have something animalistic about them, something that will surely scare you to the core if you encountered it. From my perspective, while the footage is fascinating and the possibility of a Bigfoot or rake sighting is thrilling, it's also likely that there could be a more practical explanation. Could this video be fake? This video takes us inside a hen house, where an unexpected visitor, a fox, has made its way in. The camera captures the fox cautiously observing the hens, embodying the classic predator-prey scenario. Initially, the fox leaves without causing any disturbance. However, moments later, it returns with a more determined approach, leaping from the top of the hen house in an attempt to catch a hen. Despite its efforts, the fox fails in its first few attempts. In a subsequent try, the fox successfully grabs a hen and bites it. But the hen manages to escape, evading the fox's grip, ultimately leaves the hen house without any prey. I know the struggles of farm life, and I am sure the owners were pleased of the outcome, considering that a determined fox could have killed all the animals there. But they must also be concerned for the future. From the unique perspective, this video shows the strength that nature has. The scene unfolds with the tornado's fierce winds, forcefully moving a football goalpost, spinning it in circles. The sheer strength of the tornado is evident in its ability to effortlessly manipulate such a large and sturdy object. showcasing the natural phenomenon's might and the mesmerizing yet destructive dance it performs with the objects in its path. These natural phenomena are amazing, and the proximity of the filmer to the tornado adds a palpable sense of danger. The video, possibly captured by a surveillance camera or a bystander from the side of the road, showcases a heart-stopping moment that unfolds like a miracle. It features a man who is seated beside his motorbike on the roadside, seemingly taking a break. Out of nowhere, a dramatic turn of events occurs. A bulldozer, which is moving along the road, unexpectedly veers to the left, heading directly towards the man and his motorbike. In a twist of fate, another vehicle coming from the opposite direction intervenes at the crucial moment. This car collides with the bulldozer, effectively altering its path and preventing it from hitting the biker. The impact between the car and the bulldozer creates a narrow escape for the biker, who is miraculously spared from what could have been a catastrophic incident. Although this could have ended up in a better way if the bulldozer driver was paying more attention, I think this was pure luck. The video is filmed by a woman from within an animal enclosure, capturing an unusual encounter between a kangaroo and an emu bird. The scene unfolds with the kangaroo circling the bird, an action that suggests it's gearing up for a confrontation, seemingly over a dispute related to food, specifically some leaves from a tree branch that have fallen to the ground. As the kangaroo tries to eat the leaves, the emu attempts to approach, likely aiming to share the spoils. However, the kangaroo appears to be in no mood to share, showing signs of aggression. The tension escalates into a skirmish between the two, with the kangaroo using its physical prowess to assert dominance over the situation.
Ooh, boxing and hissing.
Intriguingly, during the altercation, two more emus enter the scene, possibly drawn by the commotion or with the intent to join the fray over the food. Despite the numerical disadvantage, the kangaroo stands its ground and ultimately prevails, maintaining control over the contested leaves.
And hissing.
I think the woman was brave to sit so close to those animals while fighting, given the aggressiveness of the kangaroo. This underwater video reveals a fascinating deep-sea creature that looks like something out of an alien movie. The animal has a unique round body, from which multiple extremely long and slender appendages extend. As the video continues, there's a captivating moment where the creature's long appendages fold in a manner that suggests flexibility and coordination. Following this, the creature makes contact with the sea floor and begins to crawl, utilizing its tentacle-like feet in a manner that's both intriguing and eerie. The way it moves is mesmerizing, showcasing the adaptability and peculiar locomotion of deep-sea life forms. These deep-sea life creatures are terrifying. They feed the thalassophobia of many people. Reddit is a treasure trove for discovering some of the most chilling and strange videos, and this particular one is no exception. The footage follows two friends exploring an unknown location in the dead of night, armed with their flashlights. Their journey leads them to a sewer entrance where they unexpectedly encounter a strange creature attempting to scale the metal fence.
Dude. Okay.
Witnessing this enigmatic being, both friends immediately bolt away, their screams echoing in the darkness.
We're on. You gotta go! There's nothing booking it! Go! Dude, my light's not working.
As they put some distance between themselves and the creature, they glance back and continue recording, revealing that the creature seemed to chase them for a short distance. The encounter is undeniably terrifying, leaving us to ponder the motives behind the friends' nocturnal adventure. You've probably heard of Bigfoot, but did you know there's a cousin of Bigfoot known as the skunk ape? The skunk ape is a large, hairy, human-like creature said to live in the forests and swamps of the southeastern United States, particularly in Florida. In this video, which was captured by a tourist exploring the Florida swamps, something is seen moving among the distant trees. Initially, this creature appears ape-like, but upon closer inspection, it seems larger than a typical ape and walks with a human-like posture. It's covered in thick black fur. To me, this sighting resembles the skunk ape, or perhaps even the mighty Bigfoot. What are your thoughts on this encounter? Talk about a scene straight out of a horror movie. This video from Africa shows what appears to be the undead. The footage opens with strange clawed paws protruding from the ground. The cameraman cautiously reaches out and touches them, and to his surprise, they wiggle. It becomes clear this creature is very much alive. Suddenly, the sleepy culprit pops out, which is an armadillo, looking a little startled and definitely not happy to be interrupted. The armadillo gives the camera a "don't bother me" look before promptly burrowing back underground, disappearing as quickly as it arrived. While the sight might be a little unusual, it's actually quite natural. Armadillos are known for digging burrows to protect themselves from the elements and predators. This one was simply catching some sleep in its comfy underground haven when it was unexpectedly woken up. So, next time you see a mysterious set of claws poking out of the ground, remember it might just be a grumpy armadillo catching some shut-eye. This next video from a fisherman on YouTube has the internet buzzing about a bizarre catch. The video shows the fisherman proudly displaying a truly strange creature in his hand. It appears to be a mashup of an octopus and a jellyfish. It had features like long, stringy tentacles, like an octopus, but with a body resembling a jellyfish with a weird, textured skin. The creature even moves in a similar way to an octopus. Adding to the oddity, the tentacles seem to sport small, spiky hairs. This unusual creature is definitely head-turning, but the real shocker is the fisherman, casually handling it with his bare hands. Considering the complete mystery surrounding this creature, if I was in the place of the fisherman, I would have been really concerned about potential dangers, like unknown toxins. This video from Russia will have you wondering if you're watching a wildlife documentary or a scene straight out of a comedy. The footage shows two campers perched high up in a tree, looking decidedly nervous. The culprit, a large bear, casually lumbering towards their campsite. The bear, seemingly drawn by the aroma of their campfire cooking, investigates the area. Finding no tasty treats, it sets its sights on the camper's tree. Fortunately for the shaken campers, the bear quickly realizes its climbing skills aren't quite up to par and decides to explore other options. Next, the bear sets its sights on the camper's car. It nonchalantly opens an already open trunk and starts rummaging through their belongings, tossing things around like a furry toddler gone wild. But the video takes an even more unbelievable turn, as the bear somehow ends up behind the wheel of the car and, well, starts driving away.
Слышь, что за херня, а?
The campers, understandably bewildered, scramble down the tree and chase after their car-stealing, joyriding bear friend. Now, while this video is certainly entertaining, it's important to remember that it's most likely staged. Bears, despite their intelligence, are not known for their driving skills. Forget the circus. The Wild Kingdom has its own amazing performers. This video, captured by a trail camera in a Canadian forest, shows a sight that seems straight out of a cartoon. In the footage, we see a skunk doing a perfect handstand right in front of the camera. This isn't just any amateur attempt. This skunk seems like a seasoned pro, even shaking its little legs in a mini dance. It's enough to make you wonder if your eyes are deceiving you. But as unbelievable as it may seem, there's actually a logical explanation. After some research, it turns out this is a spotted skunk, and their handstands are no laughing matter. They use them as a warning to potential threats. Like most skunks, spotted skunks have a powerful, unpleasant spray to deter predators. However, they also have this unique handstand move as an additional warning before they unleash their special weapon. So, this flashy performance wasn't just a random act. The skunk likely saw the camera's flash as a threat and was giving it a friendly, well, maybe not so friendly smelling warning to back off. This video captures the raw power of nature in a way that's both awe-inspiring and a little terrifying. It shows a massive waterspout forming off the coast of Brazil, as filmed by a homeowner on a nearby island. Despite the distance from which the video was captured, the sheer size of this waterspout is undeniable. It stretches towards the sky, its funnel clouds swirling rapidly. The wind noise picked up by the camera's microphone gives a sense of the incredible power at play. While these waterspouts can range in speed from near standstill to over 60 miles per hour, this one appears to be moving at a moderate pace, estimated around 15 to 16 miles per hour. Thankfully, the video shows the waterspout weakening as it approaches land, eventually dissipating before reaching the residential area. This is a crucial point, as these moisture-laden tornadoes can be incredibly destructive when they make landfall. This video from Thailand has the internet buzzing with speculation. It shows a camera crew gathered around a strange creature spotted in the water. As the camera zooms in, the initial impression might be that of a sloth struggling to stay afloat. However, a closer look reveals a creature with a distinctively different body shape. It has thick fur and what appears to be a long arm, but only the upper half is visible. The video, uploaded to Facebook, sparked comments, suggesting it could be an orangutan due to its resemblance to the primate when wet. However, orangutans are not typically found in Thailand, fueling the confusion. So, what is this creature? The limited view makes definitive identification a challenge. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Ever heard of underwater gardens that move? This video from the Red Sea shows exactly that. But instead of swaying plants, we see a field of strange tentacle-like things emerging from the seabed. At first glance, they might appear like some bizarre form of undersea grass. However, these tentacles are actually a fascinating creature called the garden eel. From a distance, they do resemble a field of waving grass, swaying gently with the current. But get closer, and you'll see them abruptly retreat back into their burrows in the sand, like shy snakes slithering back into their hiding spots. Unlike most fish, garden eels spend most of their lives anchored in these burrows, venturing out only to feed on tiny zooplankton that drift by. They can also swim freely when they need to relocate, but these emerged moments are their most visible. Found in colonies of hundreds or even thousands, garden eels thrive in the Red Sea, from shallow waters near the surface to depths of around 180 feet. Now, while the idea of using a lawnmower underwater might sound tempting, it's important to remember that these creatures are a vital part of the ocean ecosystem. They play a role in the food chain and contribute to the overall health of the underwater world. This heartwarming video from a farm shows an unlikely friendship blossoming between a dog and a deer. The footage captures a curious scene. A dog relaxing on the ground, enjoying a unique grooming session. But the groomer isn't your typical pet groomer. It's a deer. The dog seems perfectly content, lying calmly as the deer meticulously cleans its fur. The deer, too, appears to be relishing its role as the unofficial groomer. While interspecies friendships might seem unusual, it's not unheard of for dogs and deer to exhibit friendly behavior towards each other. Both animals are known to be social creatures, and sometimes unexpected bonds can form. In this video, both the dog and the deer appear comfortable and relaxed, indicating a level of trust and acceptance. Get ready for a dose of Aussie wildlife in this video. It features a close encounter between a frill neck lizard and a brave or maybe slightly foolish cameraman. The video opens with a frill neck lizard displaying its impressive frill, a sign of aggressions. As the video progresses, things get interesting. The lizard chases the cameraman, who seems to be more amused than scared by the whole ordeal. The wide open mouth and extended frill of the lizard are certainly intimidating, but it's important to remember that these displays are primarily used for defense. While it might look like the lizard is attacking, it's more likely trying to scare off the perceived threat, which was the cameraman here. These creatures are believed to belong to the dragon family, also known as the dragon lizard. So, if you happen to encounter one and consider yourself a bit lucky, you can share the story with your kids about being chased by a dragon. This video, captured by an aquatic life researcher, showcases a truly unusual creature, a sea slug. This slug isn't your typical garden variety. Its body has a soft, almost jelly-like texture and appears translucent, allowing a glimpse of its internal organs, which resemble a web-like structure. It moves in a unique way, extending its gooey body to navigate its environment. While not large, its movement might be considered unsettling by some viewers, with its squishy body and elongated shape. I don't know about you guys, but I can see a slender internal structure for a worm being digested by the creature. As it propels itself forward, it grips onto rocks and other objects with its body. Now, while the appearance might not be everyone's cup of tea, it's important to remember that this creature plays a vital role in the marine ecosystem. So, next time you see a strange creature in a video, remember that even the most unusual organisms have their place in the natural world, and they often play fascinating and crucial roles in their ecosystem. This heartwarming video captured in Canada proves that love knows no bounds, even between species. In the video captured by a homeowner, we see a playful pup frolicking with a deer, both seemingly lost in their own world of fun. The dog, brimming with excitement, bounces around the deer, while the deer takes it all in stride, cool as a cucumber. It seems like the dog is showing its new friend the way home. The pup's excited barks might be a bit much for the deer, who eventually notices a neighbor and decides to politely excuse itself. Who knew deer were cuddle champions? This unlikely friendship reminds us that animals from different worlds can form some of the most special bonds. After all, who can resist the heartwarming power of interspecies friendships? Remember those awesome Pokemon we dreamed of catching as kids? Well, this video from China brings those dreams to life. Check out this super strange lizard. It has not one, but two heads. Both heads can move and eat all by themselves, and they even have separate front claws. They share the same back half though, with two legs and one tail. It seems like they can get around and eat just fine, but watching them try to coordinate their front legs is hilarious. They keep getting tangled up. This little guy is like something straight out of a Pokemon battle. As cool as this is, there's a scientific reason for two heads. It's called polycephaly, a fancy way of saying genetic mutation. This happens when a developing embryo splits incompletely. While fascinating, it's usually not passed on because two-headed animals often have shorter lifespans and can't reproduce. This makes me a little sad for this cool lizard. Uploaded about 4 years ago, this clip still serves as stuff of nightmares for whoever watches it. Recorded by a security camera mounted on the front of the house to keep an eye on burglars or intruders. This clip recorded a terrifying thing. At first, nothing seems unusual, but then a figure appears to be coming towards the gate of the house. And as moments pass, we can see that the figure walks through the gate without even opening it. Many people on the internet blamed it on the camera being faulty, but if it was that, then how did he not open the gate before entering? The figure starts off as a weird silhouette of a man, and ends up as a normal human being walking towards the house. And that's what is most scary about this clip. No one in the house had ever seen this man before, even in their neighborhood, and according to them, they never saw anyone entering the house either. But then what was it? For me, the video looks quite genuine, but there's still a chance that it could be edited or a glitch. A man was filming a river in Payson Canyon when he heard noises in trees above the area that caught his attention. He turned his camera as he looked up, trying to catch whatever there was on camera, and that is when he caught the elusive creature on camera. A huge creature can be spotted behind the trees wandering in the woods. The walk looked almost human-like, but the physique did not. The creature looked more like a human than any animal, but a gigantic one, making the man realize it could be the infamous Bigfoot. The man captured the footage in the spring of 2015, but said he was unsure if he should show it to anyone, because he didn't want to sound crazy. However, he later found some courage and uploaded it on YouTube, causing mixed reactions from everyone who laid their eyes on it. As for the authenticity of the video, I leave it up to you, the viewer, to decide. Another Utah man who had the most terrifying experience of his life when he saw his life flashing in front of his eyes when a mountain lion decided to give this human a good chase. He was busy running down the trail when he heard something. As he tried to look for the sound, he saw a mountain lion merely 15 to 20 feet away from him. And then for minutes straight, the man continues to back off, while the lion continuously tries to close the gap between itself and the human. Continuously talking to the lion, the man tries his best to let the lion know that he is not going to bug him or anything, and is trying to leave the place.
I'm going away. I'm going away. I'm going away. I'm not gonna promise I'm not gonna, hey, I'm not gonna bug you. I'm going away. I'm not gonna bug you. I promise, I'm just going away.
And luckily, the lion somehow understood it, after some time halting its chase and going back to where it came from. This is one of those videos that makes me think twice before going on a forest hike. Uploaded on YouTube in 2020, this video looks like something straight out of a horror movie. In just a couple of seconds, it gives us a glimpse into how scary the world could be if we could see the ghosts with naked eyes. It was recorded by a security camera set up in the Garden of Ninfa in Italy, a place otherwise known as one of sublime romantic beauty. It is basically the ruins of a medieval town near Rome, and for now, a great sight for tourists. However, this clip just gives us a glimpse of its most terrifying side, as we spot a ghost crawling on the ground. It appeared to have no legs and disappeared into the bushes just seconds after appearing on the camera. It could be a genuine ghostly encounter, given that Italy as a whole has such a fierce history. Could it be a soldier's ghost reliving its struggling last moments? Humans have always been curious in nature, and untouched places where no one has been for years always spark a pinch of curiosity in us. The same thing happened to this man who saw an abandoned cabin in the middle of the woods and decided to explore it, and that too in the dead of the night. As darkness covered everything, the man moved in the unexplored territory with just his flashlight and camera on, unknown to the danger that was about to come his way. As he moves forward and goes into the cabin, a creepy cryptid appears on the camera, stunned by the sudden appearance of the human who had disturbed its peace. At first, it looked like a cardboard piece or something, but the glowing eyes and the way it slightly turned after spotting the man makes it look legit. The creature was small, had black skin, and two piercingly glowing eyes, giving it a look of a devil in the making. This was enough to freak the man out as he runs for his life. What exactly was that thing? A demon, a ghost, or something else? Uploaded on YouTube a couple of years ago by a man who claimed he had finally recorded a ghost in the cemetery, this clip shows us a weird shadow moving around behind a tombstone. For seconds straight, the shadow keeps moving around. However, the question here is, why exactly was the man there with a camera and a flashlight in the middle of a cemetery so late at night? And why did the ghost not come out of its hiding place and scare the man away? Was it even a real ghost? Or was it just a prank to fool everyone on the internet? This clip was recorded by a man who was running around in the woods when he started hearing weird sounds. According to him, it sounded like a human, so he decided to go and check who it was or if it was someone in need of help. In search of the origin of the voice, he got closer to a well that had been abandoned for hundreds of years and was famous for being haunted. As he got closer, his camera and his eyes both saw a creature in the depths of the well looking straight at him. The creature of the well had a darkish appearance, with eyes that were glowing with blue light. The sight was so scary, it made the man run for his life, not even thinking twice about the voice he had heard before. Was it the creature that was making these sounds to lure the human nearby? Or was it someone who had fallen into the creature's trap before? I guess as the man ran away and never went back, we might never know. While a family was busy having dinner, the man noticed something weird happening on the camera screen they had in their house. He spotted something unusual on the street and went closer to have a better look. However, still not understanding what it was, the man even shared the video recording on YouTube and also to the mainstream media. The clip showed a weird smoky figure gliding on the street. According to the family, it was a ghost, but many people on YouTube had other opinions. However, even if we consider it as a faulty camera, we can still see the speed with which the figure was floating. It looks a bit too eerie even for a camera glitch. Camping in the woods can sound all fun, but it's only fun if nature and wildlife let you be there in peace, which of course was not the case for these campers. After a hectic day of trailing and having fun, the man was just trying to rest a bit in his camp, but he forgot to keep his legs inside too, and that's when a huge bear appeared on the scene. Intrigued by the smell of food and the presence of humans, the bear decided to investigate the area starting from the legs that were sticking out of a camp. After sniffing the feet for a few seconds, the bear bit one of them, straddling the man, which in turn startled the bear and it ran away. Thankfully, the bear had no ill intentions, and the camper turned out completely safe. However, this might not always be the case, as what we need to remember is that these are the apex predators. Interested in communicating with spirits? Simply ask them for a sign. This video captures a household that experienced unexplained movements in their kitchen, prompting an investigation. The person recording the scene challenges the entity responsible for the disturbances to provide a sign.
Yeah, just give us a sign, guys, cause...
As soon as the request is made, a cup containing pencils spontaneously falls off the counter. The sudden occurrence startles everyone, leading them to hastily retreat. The strangeness of the situation is accentuated by the fact that there was no one near the counter and no visible strings or mechanisms that could have been used to make the cup drop. It appears that the spirit causing the earlier disturbances responded to the household's call, offering them the sign they sought. Imagine that you're in a mobile home, surrounded by nature's wonders. But what if something unsettling happens? Is it still worth the adventure? In a video, a couple likely on a romantic getaway experienced an eerie encounter near their trailer. As they camped, strange sounds from outside caught their attention.
Did you see that thing? I wonder if the outside camera got it.
To add to the suspense, they had an outdoor camera. The footage revealed a mysterious creature moving through the woods. It wasn't the towering figure of Bigfoot. Instead, this humanoid was shorter with a compact body, yet its movements resembled the legendary creature. Terrified, the couple spent a sleepless night, only bolting from their campsite at the break of dawn. The creature, however, remained an enigma. A furry humanoid, the couple's decision to leave seems wise considering the unknown presence they witnessed that night. What could this creature possibly be? In a video shared by a seashell collector during a routine beachcombing adventure, something rare and peculiar was discovered. The collector, equipped with gripping tools, spotted an unusual object protruding from the sandy surface. With careful effort, he extracted the mysterious find, revealing a strange alien-like creature. To the collector's surprise, this creature had an unsettling lower side and a circular mouth surrounded by tentacles. Some viewers suggested it might be a trilobite, an extinct species of marine arthropods. However, trilobites are believed to have disappeared around 250 million years ago, making it highly improbable for the creature to be one of them. It could be something resembling a trilobite, or perhaps a prop designed to mimic it. Regardless, the discovery is both fascinating and a bit disconcerting, considering these creatures may be living hidden on beaches in such a peculiar manner. On Facebook, a user shared a video claiming to capture an eerie encounter with a strange-looking man wandering the streets in the middle of the night. In the video, the uploader describes how the mysterious figure is just standing beneath a sign, doing nothing.
There was somebody walking in that distance. It looks really, really sketchy.
The man recording is in a car, and as he begins to drive, the strange man mysteriously disappears from the spot.
Where did they go? I don't know where they went.
Confused and now genuinely scared, the driver spots the strange man again. But this time, he is standing on the side of the road. Growing increasingly worried, the driver cautiously passes by the strange man, who maintains a fixed stare. Suddenly, the creepy man jumps onto the car, prompting the driver to speed away. Upon freezing the frame for a closer look, the video reveals the eerie features of the man. Wide eyebrows, large alien-like eyes, and an exceptionally broad nose. To me, it was a truly frightening encounter. And I think it was the driver's quick reaction that likely prevented a more unsettling situation.
Oh, what the f***? Oh, what the f***?
If you happen to own a Tesla, you're probably familiar with its self-driving mode, a nifty driving assistant that alerts you about approaching cars and pedestrians. But what if it started detecting spirits and ghosts? In this video, a Tesla owner shares a peculiar experience while driving at night. In the video, confusion sets in as the Tesla sensors indicate a person in front of the car. The driver, however, looks ahead and sees no one. Even after using the car's headlights to illuminate the surroundings, there's still no sign of anyone. The logical explanation here is that Tesla relies on a mix of sensors and cameras to identify objects in its path. In this case, it's possible that the camera is interpreting the grass in front as a person, creating a rather strange and ghostly illusion on the Tesla screen. But who knows, maybe there is some strange entity out there, and the car was able to pick its presence. When people mention adopting a pet, we usually think of cats or dogs. However, in Russia there's a unique third option, bears. In a video from Russia, a man is seen hanging out with his enormous pet bear. The bear is impressively large, and the man seems completely at ease sitting beside it. The bear appears to have a friendly relationship with the man, even playfully snatching his hat. The man engages in conversation with the bear as if they're good friends. I've also come across other videos featuring the same bear, including one where they play fetch together. While it's heartwarming to witness, I can't help but wonder about the potential risks if the bear were to become agitated or upset. The sheer size and strength of a bear could pose a serious threat to its owner. This video was shared by a homeowner who, after noticing things missing from his house, decided to install a nanny cam in the living room. The footage captured is both terrifying and unsettling. In the video, we see the living room and a humanoid figure passes by on the left side. Strangely, this figure looks like a family member, but the homeowner insists that no one else was in the living room at that time, only the dog whose ears are just visible on the couch. The dog even turns its head toward the ghostly figure. The mysterious figure is dressed all in white, giving off ghostly vibes. Now that the homeowner has identified the suspect, they are seeking advice on what to do next. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Security cameras are designed to keep us safe, but occasionally they capture things that make us feel uneasy. In this video, we get a view of a driveway and a street recorded by a home security camera at night. All seems quiet and normal until something peculiar begins to take shape across the road. A humanoid figure materializes and starts crossing the road. As it moves, the figure vanishes into thin air, just like it appeared. This mysterious entity appears transparent, resembling a ghost. However, some viewers have suggested that it might be a camera glitch caused by the glare of light on the camera. Giraffes, typically known for their gentle nature as the tallest creatures on land, can also display unexpected aggression, as seen in this video from a tourist group on a forest safari. While on a jeep safari, a giraffe becomes annoyed and starts chasing the group. In an attempt to escape, the tourists speed away, hoping the creature will give up the pursuit. However, being persistent, it continues the chase for a considerable time, causing the group considerable worry. The sight of the large creature getting closer is truly alarming. Fortunately, it eventually tires out, allowing the group to escape unharmed. To me, the way it tilted its head while chasing was particularly intimidating. It serves as a reminder that even seemingly calm animals can exhibit unexpected behavior. And in this case, caution and a quick escape were essential to avoid any potential harm. Imagine finding yourself face to face with a fierce grizzly bear, and your only option is to sit there, anticipating whatever the bear might do. Well, that's exactly what happened to a woman participating in a Japanese game show. In this startling video, we witness a lady inside a glass box being tossed around by a massive bear, all in the name of entertainment. The bear pushes, trips, and flips the box, while the woman inside captures the entire ordeal on her handheld camera. Despite her screams of fear, she courageously keeps the camera focused on the beast. The formidable predator repeatedly overturns the cage, circling around it and seemingly looking for a way inside. Thankfully, the bear doesn't manage to breach the box. Watching this video raises many questions. What kind of game show involves such risky encounters? And do the participants truly enjoy this? The woman in the video certainly looks terrified. This video, said to be from Port Renfrew, British Columbia, shows a sighting of a creature that people are calling the mighty Bigfoot. The footage happens in a thick wooded area, and you can see a mysterious figure behind the trees. The creature looks huge, covered in thick black fur all over its body. At first, it might seem like a bear, but when you look at the size in the video, it's bigger than a typical bear. Also, if you take a closer look, especially when you slow down the video around the 1-minute mark, you can see a single eye, and interestingly, it looks a bit like a humanoid. These unique features match with the descriptions usually linked to Bigfoot sightings. As for how real the video is, it seems pretty genuine. The footage is clear, and there are no obvious signs of it being manipulated. What do you think about this interesting video? This video, which got a lot of attention in 2012, shows a hiker going on an adventure in a snowy forest and catching a rare sight. As the video starts, you see a beautiful scene of a forest covered in snow. However, in the distance, there's a big figure walking around. The creature is hard to see at first, hidden by the thick trees, but towards the end of the video, it comes a bit closer, showing more human-like features. This tall creature, similar to the one mentioned before, is covered in thick black fur and stands in a really human-like way. But there's something annoying about this video that when the creature was almost visible up close, the video ends. However, to me it seems like the hiker might have been surprised by how close the creature was, so they quickly turned off the camera and left in a hurry, thinking their safety is way more important than the footage. Would you have done the same? There's a strange fascination that people have with exploring desolate places at night, and this video from India illustrates the consequences of such ventures. In it, a visibly frightened man finds himself in the midst of a forest, expressing a sense of cold and fear. As he records his surroundings, a bone-chilling snorting noise emanates from the darkness ahead, prompting the man to break into a run. Upon closer examination, slowing down the video reveals not just one, but two enigmatic figures pursuing him. These entities bear a resemblance to Slender Man, with a slightly diminished height but featuring the same faceless visage. The authenticity of this video seems plausible, adding to the eerie atmosphere. However, the lingering question remains: what compelled this individual to venture at such a late hour? The original source of this footage remains unknown, but it has garnered significant popularity within the Spanish-speaking community. In the video recorded by a hiker, a ghostly figure emerges in the heart of a forest, resembling a witch. As the hiker zooms in, the unsettling and devil-like facial features of this creature become more apparent. The entity exudes an aura of pure malevolence, adorned with long nails, and appears engaged in some mysterious activity with a cloth hanging on a rope. What heightens the unease for me is the witch's direct and piercing stare, seemingly delving into the viewer's soul. Adding to the eerie narrative, the hiker recounts being cautioned by locals about the haunting presence of a witch's spirit in the forest. Despite such warnings, the hiker initially dismissed them as mere rumors. Many of the reported Bigfoot sightings seem to be concentrated in Canadian forests, suggesting that Canada might be a hub for these legendary figures. This particular video originates from the Canadian National Parks of Banff, Alberta. The footage unfolds in a snowy wooded area, with the person recording the video clearly uneasy by something unseen. The camera pans and zooms, attempting to identify the source of the unease. Suddenly, the cause of the disturbance becomes evident. A massive head can be seen peeking out from behind a tree, seemingly stalking the cameraman. The head is imposing, resembling that of a hefty gorilla or ape. The intriguing part is that Canada lacks a native gorilla or ape population, further deepening the mystery of this creature's identity. However, the cameraman, convinced that it was indeed a Bigfoot, claims to have encountered it earlier. The truly unsettling aspect of this video for me is the massive creature lurking and stalking from behind a tree. If I were in the cameraman's position, instead of recording, the instinct to run away without looking back would likely be my choice. Trail cameras offer a fascinating glimpse into scenes that might be unsafe or impractical to witness in person. In this particular trail camera footage, the focus is on a fence, and on the other side, a calm raccoon leisurely strolls about, engrossed in its activities. Meanwhile, in the backdrop of pitch-black darkness, a pair of glowing eyes emerges. These eyes exude an unsettling aura as they lock onto the camera, revealing the head of a creature that resembles a bear or a similar animal. Even if the creature is identified as a bear, the disconcerting aspect lies in the uncertainty of its gaze. I can't make out whether it's fixated on the raccoon or staring directly at us through the camera lens. The mysterious and eerie nature of the scene heightens the intrigue. What are your thoughts on this encounter captured by the trail camera? Embarking on forest trails can be a serene and calming experience, but when undertaken at night on an isolated path, it can unfold into an encounter like the one captured in this video from California. The footage features a hiker navigating a desolate trail in the darkness, relying on a flashlight to illuminate the path ahead. While walking, the hiker suddenly spots a large humanoid figure in the distance. This enigmatic creature, jet black and towering, crosses the trail seemingly oblivious to the hiker and the beam of the flashlight. The hiker, realizing the presence of this Bigfoot-like creature, promptly decides to run away. The encounter was very intense, and thank God that the hiker saw this creature from far away instead of going too near. The uncertainty of these encounters makes us wonder what these creatures can do if someone bothers them on the trail. Security cameras are intended to enhance our safety, yet occasionally they capture scenes that send shivers down our spines. In this surveillance video, the focus is on the front walk of a house, where an officer casually strolls into frame. However, a disconcerting element comes into view as something resembling a dog appears to follow him. Upon closer inspection, the eerie details unfold. This creature, initially mistaken for a dog, possesses short front legs and a hunched back. Examining the footage more closely reveals a humanoid-like figure with an unsettling posture, tailing the officer unbeknownst to him. It's confusing, and the creature's appearance becomes even more unnerving as it seems to be a hybrid form, akin to a human contorted into the shape of a dog. The ambiguity surrounding the nature of this entity intensifies the sense of fear. The events beyond human control are what truly instill fear, as exemplified in this video, capturing a landslide in Kyrgyzstan in 2020. The footage shows the overwhelming force of nature. As the video unfolds, the entire mountain in front of us appears to slide down, generating a massive dust cloud accompanied by a harrowing sound. In a matter of seconds, the entire mountain succumbs to the landslide, vanishing beneath the debris, as dust rises up into the sky. The extent of this landslide is so vast that it prompts reflection on the potential proximity of the person recording the scene. The sheer scale and aftermath of the landslide could have posed a serious threat, emphasizing the uncontrollable power of such natural events. Witnessing the powerful force of nature in action is undeniably intimidating. This video became really popular on Reddit because it supposedly captured the moment a giant was spotted in a forest. Filmed by a trail camera, the footage shows a forest scene, and as the camera zooms in, a huge creature covered in thick brown fur appears, busy with its own activities. The immense size of the upper body suggests a creature of significant proportions. Unfortunately, the video doesn't show the face of this mysterious being. While it could be a bear, the fact that the face isn't visible adds uncertainty. The question remains, was this really a sighting of a giant, or is it still a mystery, an unknown creature hiding in the depths of the forest? During a night walk in the forest, a man captures something terrifying. The footage is not clear. It's blurry and shaky, which makes everything look even more mysterious and unsettling. As the camera moves, it catches a glimpse of something odd in the darkness behind the trees. This creature has a shape that's kind of like a person's, but it's clear that it's not human. Its appearance and the way it's hidden partially behind the trees give it a spooky vibe. It could be anything from a ghost to a ghoul, the kind of creature you hear about in scary stories. It's hard to make out details, but the very sight of it, even blurry, is enough to send a shiver down your spine. The video leaves me with more questions than answers, adding to the chilling mystery of the nighttime forest encounter. I wonder what else is lurking in the dark, and we don't know. But what I know for sure is that if I was that man, I would have run away as quickly as possible. The video showcases a rather unsettling scene within the drain of a very dirty sink. Peering into the dark pipes, we observe an odd creature residing there. It has a round body with a jelly-like texture, colored in a yellowish hue, and is equipped with numerous slender whip-like strands called flagella, which it uses to move around. Upon closer inspection, the creature resembles tubifex worms, a type of worm often found in sediment of lakes and rivers, and sometimes in the sludgy buildup of pipes. While their appearance might be startling or eerie, especially as they cluster together, these worms are actually quite common. They're known for their remarkable ability to tolerate low oxygen environments, often thriving in heavily polluted waters. An interesting aspect of tubifex worms is their red coloration, which is due to hemoglobin in their bodies, similar to what's found in human blood. This hemoglobin allows them to live in low oxygen environments, and when they group together, they can appear as pulsating red masses that some might find reminiscent of flesh. I have never seen these worms in real life, but they are pretty interesting, and I have to let you know that these are a good fish bait. This video is taken by a security camera at a house's entrance. We see a kid playing on his phone, sitting close to the open front door. You can hear many voices in the background, showing that there are more people inside the house, so the kid isn't alone. During the video, something surprising happens. A big wildcat, which looks like it might be a mountain lion, walks into the house. The kid notices the animal, gets up from the sofa very calmly, walks out of the house, and then quietly shuts the door behind him. This leaves the big cat inside the house with his family. He does all this very smoothly and doesn't say anything to anyone. The whole situation is quite intense because it's not every day that a wild animal walks into a house like that. The kid's reaction is impressively calm, and I find it shocking how he let everyone in the family in there, with the feline without saying a word. I know that yelling would have attracted the attention of the animal, and perhaps even scare it to a point he gets attacked. But I still think there was more to be done to also help those inside. What do you think? Engaged in some mountain climbing in a rocky mountainous area, a man witnessed a really scary situation. On the cliff beneath him, there's a cougar, a wild mountain lion. Suddenly, the cougar starts displaying some wild behavior, leaping energetically from one rock wall to another in the rugged terrain. What adds to the tension of the video is the presence of another man down there, close to where the cougar is displaying its agility. The man stays incredibly calm during the whole situation, and the whole encounter ends up with a happy ending, as the cougar left the place as fast as he came. The cougar's powerful and swift jumps from one spot to another, like a ping-pong ball, within such close proximity to a human, are both impressive and nerve-wracking to watch. I would have never been capable to stay this calm during such an encounter. Wild animals are very powerful, and you need to know how to behave around them. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This video is captured by several security cameras installed inside a barn, which is home to sheep, goats, and baby goats, along with some guard dogs. The quiet of the night is suddenly interrupted by the sound of coyotes howling in the distance. The moment the dogs hear the howls, they spring into action, showcasing their instinctive protective behavior. Reacting swiftly to the coyote calls, the guard dogs leave the barn and position themselves at the entrance, barking loudly. Their strategic positioning is crucial. They stay close enough to the barn to ensure the safety of the farm animals inside, demonstrating their role as protectors. Their loud barking serves as a warning, which successfully stops the coyotes from howling and approaching closer. Although the immediate threat seems to subside with the cessation of the howls, the dogs remain on high alert, ready to defend throughout the rest of the night. I am impressed by the dogs' behavior and of their strategy of protecting the sheep. Animals are smarter than we think. This video captures an unusual scene involving a snake displaying atypical behavior. The snake has contorted its body into a spiral shape and is engaging in a peculiar activity where it rolls over from its belly to its back, repeating this action continuously and rapidly for several minutes. This rolling motion is not typical for snakes, which makes the footage particularly intriguing and suggests that the snake might be experiencing some sort of distress or neurological issue. The behavior is fascinating yet concerning, as it's unclear why the snake is acting this way, raising questions about its well-being. I have never seen this behavior in snakes, and I think that some vet should check that snake. A group of adventurers on a jungle expedition, accompanied by a guide, got to live some amazing moments. They are seated quietly on the forest floor, closely observing a group of gorillas in their natural habitat. In a surprising yet calm manner, it passes right between some of the individuals in the group, heading towards a tree to relieve itself. The group remains still, likely following the guide's instructions to avoid startling the animals. After a few seconds, another moment of awe occurs. A different gorilla, carrying her baby, gently makes her way through the group, passing between the seated people with ease and confidence. The experience is undoubtedly unforgettable for the participants, offering a rare and up-close glimpse into the lives of gorillas. Such encounters are extremely rare, and I think that the gorillas exhibited trust and curiosity in relation to humans. In this video, we see a woman engaged in a video call with her friend, casually chatting and catching up on each other's lives. She's at home alone, comfortably talking and unaware of her surroundings.
Like maybe a day bed or something. I mean, I have that credit card. I'm not going to buy anything expensive. I'll try like Salvation Army first.
However, unbeknownst to her, there's an unsettling presence in her living room. As she converses, a humanoid shape is seen moving in the background.
I went and bought decaf coffee.
The shape is indistinct, and its face is not visible, adding an eerie quality to the footage. The fact that the woman is supposed to be alone in the house makes the appearance of this figure all the more mysterious and unnerving. During the video, the woman eventually settles into a chair in the living room, and it seems as though the mysterious figure vanishes. There's no clear explanation for its presence. It could have been a trick of the light, a reflection, or perhaps something more supernatural, like a ghost. Whatever it was, if I were that woman, I would have freaked out and get out of the house immediately. This video showcases a fascinating and odd moment in nature, displaying a European mantis that is busy eating a wasp. Normally, we just see the mantis as the predator, but there's an unusual twist here. While the mantis is eating the wasp, there's another wasp at the lower part of the mantis's body, and it looks like this wasp is trying to eat the mantis. This scene presents a rare and intriguing interaction, where the usual roles of hunter and prey get mixed up. The whole scene is really strange in my opinion. How did the mantis not realize that it is being eaten up? From the captivating view of the front window of a train, this video is presenting an almost surreal scene. The train is traveling on a track with water on both sides, likely passing through a large lake or expansive body of water, and it's nighttime, which adds to the scene's intrigue. What makes the view particularly striking is the electrical storm occurring at the same time. There are frequent flashes of lightning, illuminating the surroundings dramatically. The combination of the train moving through this water-flanked path, the darkness of the night, and the intermittent light from the lightning gives the whole experience a mysterious, almost otherworldly feel. I find storms really scary in giving the whole setup. This train ride would have been a hell for me. Captured during daylight, this video shows something phenomenal.
I've seen some really creepy stuff, but nothing like this. There's a pond floating right in the middle of the air.
Hovering in the air, seemingly torn from its roots by strong winds, now causing it to float. Initially, the floating tree might give off a supernatural vibe, making it look like something out of the ordinary or magical.
Nothing like this. There's a pond floating right in the middle of the air,
creating a spectacle that is both astonishing and a clear testament to the power of natural forces. This video comes from a camera set up outside a tent in a camping area, and it captures a humorous moment at dusk. A cow wanders into the scene, and quite unexpectedly, it steps into a pair of shoes that were left outside the tent. Amusingly, the cow ends up fitting one shoe onto a front foot and the other onto a back foot, all while simply walking by. Instead of reacting or stopping, the cow carries on nonchalantly, now oddly sporting a human's shoes, one on its front foot and the other on its back. The scene is quite comical. The chances that a cow steals your shoes are low, but never zero. Shot underwater, this video showcases a diver encountering a massive anaconda in a river. The anaconda, several meters in length, is seen relaxing underwater, a sight that is both rare and fascinating. Witnessing such a large snake in its natural habitat, especially underwater, is not an everyday occurrence, and provides a unique glimpse into the life of one of the largest snakes in the world. The calmness of the anaconda and the close proximity of the diver make this video particularly intriguing and a remarkable viewing experience. The size of this snake amazes me, and I think that these videos are giving me the special occasion to see animals that otherwise I wouldn't even imagine. This video presents an intriguing scene, filmed from the viewpoint of a person who's feeding a camel an unexpected snack, a small round cactus. Surprisingly, the camel accepts the cactus and begins to consume it, offering viewers a unique look at its eating process. What makes the video particularly interesting is observing how the camel manages to swallow the cactus, especially since it lacks front teeth. We can see that the camel uses the back part of its mouth to chew and swallow the food. This detail provides insight into the camel's adaptive eating habits, demonstrating its ability to handle even tough, prickly plants like cacti. Camels can eat cactus with thorns because their mouth is lined with papillae, nodules that create a rough structure that helps them chew. It is the same tough fibrous protein that makes up hair, fingernails, snake scales. I find it interesting how animals adapt to the environment, and these videos show us how little we know about them. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you, and if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. A group of guys found something terrifying inside an abandoned house during the night. They seemed to be on the hunt for something, possibly curious or intrigued by the house's history, or rumors that it might be haunted.
Cover my back, alright.
As they explore, their suspicions seem to be confirmed in a startling way. Suddenly, a humanoid shape appears, emerging from behind one of the doors. The possibility that it might be a ghost seems to fit the eerie setting and the house's abandoned, mysterious nature. The video's blurriness makes it hard to see any clear details, adding to the spooky and uncertain atmosphere of the encounter. The appearance of this figure triggers immediate fear in the group. Their reaction is instinctive. They start to run, hurrying down the stairs in an attempt to leave the house as quickly as possible. I don't know how these people are so brave to go check this kind of places. I am terrified only by the idea of a ghost. The video showcases a peculiar scene filmed in an open field, where two crocodiles are engaged in what appears to be a fight or a display of dominance. Each crocodile has its mouth wide open, with a part of the other's head gripped firmly in its jaws. The situation seems intense, yet the crocodiles are surprisingly calm in their actions. Instead of a rapid, aggressive encounter, the video captures them slowly rolling over together. This rolling movement is a part of crocodilian behavior, often seen in combat or during mating rituals. But what's unusual here is the serene pace of their interaction. There are no frantic movements or violent splashing, just a gradual rotation. This behavior seems strange, and I can't tell if the crocodiles are fighting or what are they doing. If you know anything about this type of behavior, let us know in the comments. The video captures a common yet charming aspect of feline behavior. It shows a cat waiting patiently outside the door of a house, holding something in its mouth. The cat appears eager to present this item to its owner, which is often interpreted as a gesture of gratitude or a gift, showcasing their natural hunting instincts. Upon closer inspection, it's evident that the cat has caught a mole, a creature known for causing trouble in gardens by damaging plants. The cat's intention seems to be to offer its catch to the humans, possibly as a way of contributing or showing affection. The moment the owner opens the door, the anticipation builds. However, there's a slight twist. The cat, perhaps a bit too eager or startled, accidentally drops the mole, which then seizes the opportunity to escape. The way that cats show gratitude to humans is an amazing proof how much they evolved. From the wild felines, they got to be our friends. The video offers a glimpse into the intriguing wildlife interactions on the African savanna. It features a baby rhino, exhibiting a sense of curiosity and playfulness as it tentatively approaches a wild beast. The rhino's behavior suggests it's looking for interaction or perhaps an opportunity to play, a common trait in young animals exploring their environment. I find the way that wild animals interact very interesting. Their prudence in such harmless situations show that they are always on guard and that no place in the savannah is safe. The video presents a captivating optical illusion that initially confuses the viewer. At first glance, it appears to show a black t-shirt flying through a light blue sky, which might be mistaken for a cloudy backdrop. The object even seems to leave traces behind it, similar to the trail of an airplane, enhancing the illusion that it's soaring through the sky. However, the reality of the scene is revealed through a simple yet effective trick, flipping the screen. When the perspective is inverted, it becomes clear that the supposed flying t-shirt is actually a duck swimming in a lake. The light blue background that resembled a sky is, in fact, the water of the lake, and what seemed like trails in the sky are ripples in the water created by the duck's movement. My mind was blown when I realized that what I thought to be a flying t-shirt appeared to be just a duck on a lake. This optical illusion cleverly plays with our perceptions, using the context and orientation to transform an ordinary scene into something entirely different. In this video, a man films the peak of a towering mountain. As he zooms in, the camera reveals a surprising sight atop the mountain, a large black figure, its size and shape evoking the image of the legendary Bigfoot. The figure's presence on the cloud, enshrouded peak, adds a layer of mystery and intrigue to the footage. The contrast between the distant lofty peak and the striking silhouette of the figure is striking. Watching this, one can't help but feel a sense of unease mixed with fascination. The possibility of such a creature like Bigfoot existing in such remote and inaccessible places stirs the imagination and curiosity. In this startling video, captured by a security camera in front of a house, we witness a harrowing scene. The homeowners, a man and a woman, are seen in a state of panic, with the woman and her dog frantically running toward the safety of their house. They are desperately trying to escape from a bear that is chasing them. The footage shows the woman successfully making it into the house, though it's unclear if the dog follows suit. After the chase, the bear halts at a bush near the front of the house and ceases its pursuit. The presence of a bear in the middle of a city setting is both unusual and concerning. The sight of a bear chasing residents in a city is not only strange, but also a stark reminder of the increasingly frequent interactions between humans and wildlife in shared spaces. In this video, filmed by an onlooker, we see a tense and precarious situation unfold during a hike in the forest. A man, having unexpectedly encountered a bear, resorts to climbing a tree in an attempt to escape the dangerous situation. The bear, determined to reach the man, tries to climb the tree and nearly grabs the man's foot, adding to the intensity of the moment. However, after a few attempts, the bear fails to climb the tree and eventually gives up, allowing the man to escape unharmed. The sight of the bear trying to ascend the tree, coming close to the man, is both alarming and gripping. This video leaves an unsettling feeling, showcasing a close encounter that could have taken a turn for the worse. It's a vivid reminder of the unpredictability of wildlife and the importance of caution when venturing into their habitat. In this video, a man is hiking through a forest, likely in autumn, as indicated by the leafless trees. He spots a black, hairy creature off the side of the path, piquing his curiosity. Intrigued, he follows the figure with his camera as it crosses the path, moving calmly and seemingly unaware of being observed. The creature walks on 2 feet, adding to the mystery. As the man continues to film, he momentarily loses sight of the creature among the trees, but persists and manages to recapture its image. This peculiar detail leads to speculation about the creature's identity. The calm demeanor of the creature, especially in the presence of a human, is intriguing. It doesn't exhibit any predatory behavior, which casts doubt on the idea of it being a dangerous entity like a dogman. This raises questions about the authenticity of the video. The footage leaves an unsettling feeling. Is that really the best footage to date of a real dogman, or is it fake? In this video, a group of people on an expedition to observe gorillas in the wild are filming a seemingly peaceful scene. They capture a group of gorillas relaxing in their natural habitat. However, the calm atmosphere quickly shifts when one of the gorillas, appearing agitated, suddenly charges towards the group at a rapid pace. The gorilla's unexpected action brings a sense of danger and urgency to the moment. It even goes as far as to grab a man by the foot, attempting to drag him away which heightens the tension. Fortunately, the quick intervention of the guides ensures the man's safety. This incident serves as a powerful reminder of the unpredictability of wildlife, even when they seem at ease. In this video, captured by a trail camera in a forest at night, we see an intriguing and somewhat eerie image. The camera records a large, hairy creature lurking among the trees, its two eyes shining in the darkness. The creature's size and appearance evoke the image of Bigfoot, a legendary figure in folklore. The forest's nocturnal setting adds a mysterious aura to the footage, with the creature's glowing eyes intensifying the sense of mystery. It's difficult to determine exactly what the creature is due to the limited visibility and the camera's position. Watching this video leaves an unsettling feeling, especially with the creature's resemblance to the legendary Bigfoot. It's a reminder of how much remains unknown about the natural world, particularly in the depths of the forest at night. This video narrates the chilling story of a man named Jeff who went solo camping and mysteriously vanished. His personal items, such as his wallet, medical inhaler, and camera, were later discovered in the forest. Intriguingly, the camera contained footage from the night Jeff disappeared. In the footage, Jeff captures a large humanoid figure with no discernible face. The figure abruptly vanishes, sparking Jeff's curiosity to venture deeper into the forest in search of it. The video then cuts off, leaving the fate of Jeff unknown. The footage, especially with the sudden appearance and disappearance of the strange figure, makes me really nervous. It leaves me with questions about what Jeff might have encountered in the forest that night. In this video, shot from inside a cart during an expedition, viewers witness an up-close encounter with a curious elephant. The group stumbles upon this magnificent animal. The elephant's curiosity is evident as it approaches the cart, getting alarmingly close to the passengers who nervously try to evade its tusks. Intriguingly, the elephant shows a particular interest in the cap of one man, skillfully removing it with its trunk. The man, unfazed, simply puts it back on. This close interaction between the elephant and the humans is unusual and surprising. This video leaves a sense of wonder mixed with unease. Such close encounters with wildlife, especially with large animals like elephants, are rare and can be unpredictable. In this video, captured from above by a drone, we see a man enjoying a peaceful bath in the crystal clear waters of Florida. He appears relaxed and unaware of his surroundings. However, the serenity of the scene is subtly disrupted when a manatee quietly approaches him. The gentle marine creature stands right beside the man, unnoticed for about 15 seconds. The moment the man finally realizes the presence of the large manatee next to him, he reacts with a startle, quickly swimming away. This sudden movement, in turn, frightens the manatee, causing it to retreat as well. In this dramatic video, someone films from the street as a building is engulfed in flames, with thick smoke pouring out of the shattered windows on the fire-ravaged floor. Amidst the chaos and concern, a startling moment occurs. A cat is seen leaping out of a fifth-floor window. Remarkably, the cat lands on all 4 feet, a testament to its agility and survival instinct. The sight of the cat making such a daring escape and surviving is both shocking and impressive. Cats are known for their ability to land on their feet due to their highly developed vestibular system, but a leap from such a height is extraordinary. In this video from a home security camera, we witness an unusual nighttime intrusion. A bear breaks into a house and heads straight to the kitchen, the sacred haven of food. The bear sniffs around, clearly on the hunt for a snack, and eventually zeroes in on the fridge, opening the fridge with surprising ease. The bear rummages through, but seems uninterested in its contents. It then proceeds to search the drawers and cabinets, continuing its quest for food. This footage of a bear exploring a kitchen is both fascinating and unnerving. The ease with which the bear navigates the human space, searching for food, is a stark reminder of the adaptability and intelligence of wildlife. I would be terrified to wake up with a bear inside my kitchen during the night. Heading out on a forest trail can be a fun and calming adventure. But if you have an encounter like this, it surely turns into an event that you can never forget. This video comes from California, and in it, we see a car driving on a forest trail. There are 2 passengers in the car. One is the driver, and the other is his friend who is recording the video. As they move along the trail, they spot something big and humanoid in the distance.
Whoa! What was that?
Seeing it, the driver speeds up the car, and as they get close to it, they see this figure. Then they stop the car to follow, but the figure emits a really disturbing roar, which seems like it is warning them not to follow.
What the world?
Hearing this, the driver decides to let this thing go because venturing might be dangerous now.
I am not going in there.
And that's where the video ends. Seeing this creature's appearance, like its size, humanoid figure, it looks like what we call a Bigfoot. Do you think the same? Always listen to your parents when they tell you to keep pepper spray with you. It could be a game changer when you least expect it. Take this video, for example. A hunter was out in the woods chilling on a tree platform when a big black bear decided to climb up after him. The hunter stayed put on the tree, but another bear joined the party, trying to climb too. The hunter had a bear spray with him, and when the bears got too close, he sprayed them. It freaked them out, and they retreated. The bear spray basically saved the day because those bears weren't in the mood to turn around. What fascinates me is that bear spray is super effective at keeping these massive animals away without hurting them. So, if you're into hiking or hunting, it's a smart move to keep one of these bad boys handy. You never know when you might have a crazy encounter like this. Imagine you're hiking peacefully through a forest, and suddenly you stumble upon a bizarre sight. A massive heap of what seems to be animal carcasses. Yep, that's what this video is all about. Recorded by a curious hiker, it shows a bunch of stuff that sure looks like the remains of animals scattered around. There are ribcage bones and other bits and bobs that make you wonder what in the world happened here. What kind of creature is behind this? It's a bit eerie, no doubt. The hiker in the video is just as puzzled as you might be. The big question is, why are these things here? Some viewers are saying they might be leaves from some exotic tree, just lying around drying out. Also, there are no skulls or anything like that can be spotted in the pile. So I am leaning towards the idea that they're probably just some peculiar tree leaves. However, no matter how you try to rationalize it, it's still pretty creepy. If I stumbled upon something like that during a hike, I might just keel over from the shock. This video serves as a stark reminder not to let children get too close to wild animals, even if they seem cute and harmless. The footage captures a group of tourists observing a seal's playful antics in the water. All seems well until a little girl, intrigued by the seal, decides to sit on the fence for a closer look. To everyone's surprise and the parents' worst nightmare, the seal swiftly grabs the girl by her shirt and drags her into the water.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
In a moment of sheer terror, the father reacts quickly, jumping into the water to rescue his daughter from the seal's grip. It's an unsettling and unfortunate scene, imagining the fear the young girl experienced being pulled into the water like that. Fortunately, the seal, perhaps startled by the sudden intervention, releases the girl as soon as someone enters the water. I have to say, that is a crazy thing to happen to you. Just imagine being at a dinner table and mentioning this. But jokes aside, this incident serves as a reminder about the unpredictable nature of wild animals, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a safe distance to ensure both human and animal well-being. Home security cameras are usually installed to provide a sense of security, assuring us that someone is keeping an eye out. However, when these cameras capture unsettling scenes, they can quickly transform into a source of fear and distress. In a recent video from a home security camera, the backyard of a house is under surveillance. Right from the beginning, a tall, black humanoid figure is seen passing through the yard. The figure possesses an unusually tall body frame, with remarkably long legs. While some viewers might speculate that it's a human dressed in black overalls, the length of the creature's legs raises doubts about its human origin. What adds to the eerie vibe is the apparent avoidance of the camera. As the figure moves, it deliberately glances at the camera, suggesting an awareness of its surveillance. This behavior fuels speculation about potentially sinister and dark motives. This video originates from Provo Canyon, Utah, where a pair of hikers captured footage of what they believe to be the legendary Bigfoot. As they were exploring the woods, they noticed a presence in the distance. Initially, it appeared to be a black bear going about its business behind the trees. However, as the creature stood up, it became clear that it wasn't a bear, but something else entirely. This humanoid figure was covered in dark fur, like a gorilla. The situation took a tense turn when the creature, upon spotting the hikers recording it, became visibly angry and started charging towards them. Faced with this massive creature heading their way, the hikers wisely chose to retreat. Sprinting for their lives. The encounter was both fascinating and frightening, and the creature resembled the legendary Bigfoot. Due to the obstructing trees and branches, a definitive confirmation of its identity remains elusive. This video, shared on Facebook by a user claiming to capture an alien phenomenon, certainly gives off an otherworldly vibe. Upon watching, it appears to show a peculiar flock of birds, forming an unusual shape in the sky. The flock looks dense and saturated, reminiscent of scenes from a horror movie. However, the reality is less extraterrestrial and more a natural phenomenon known as murmuration. What may seem like an alien display is, in fact, a gathering of thousands of starlings engaging in murmuration. During murmuration, these birds create breathtaking shapes in the sky, sometimes resulting in formations that can be quite eerie. Murmuration involves thousands of birds coming together in flight to craft intricate patterns overhead. However, for a child witnessing such a spectacle forming above their home, it's understandable that it might evoke fear and apprehension, perhaps even giving the impression of an apocalyptic event. In a video from a forest safari, a chilling encounter unfolds as an elephant aggressively attacks an eco-training vehicle in the midst of their venture. The first video captures the incident from the perspective of the vehicle being attacked. The elephant charges towards the car, showing aggressive behavior, and the cameraman struggles to maintain a steady shot as the attack unfolds, resulting in shaky and disrupted footage. A second video, from the viewpoint of a vehicle trailing behind, reveals that everyone quickly disembarked as the elephant launched its attack. After the encounter, the eco-training crew recorded the aftermath, showcasing the severe damage inflicted on the vehicle. It was torn through by the powerful force of the elephant. This incident is undoubtedly a frightening sight for both viewers and those who witness their fellow travelers facing such a perilous situation. Fortunately, the video concludes with the reassurance that, despite the intense encounter, Nobody was harmed. For more strange and interesting footage, check this out.